Welcome to the Mix and Thicker Pals. I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. Welcome to the Mix and Thicker Pals. I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. The rock goddess, and we're in the place to be. Make sure you come on inside the Crystal Palace, take your shoes off, leave them by the door, stop at the crystal bar, grab your crystals and grab your libations, because over here we honor our ancestors. 5 ways to become a crystal. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. 2, all you have to do is type, and we call that what? The boom boom room. The 3rd way to become a crystal, all you have to do is listen, and we call the parlor room. The 4th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is after the show, don't leave your play around me, true player for real, ask me, you know what I mean. All you got to do is outhouse gang up in this thing, and that's what we call our after show, okay? Now, 5th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is to make sure you join our membership. All right, y'all thought y'all forgot about me. I ain't going no MF and work. I thought y'all got rid of me. Y'all can't get rid of me. Y'all can't get rid of me. Y'all trying to get rid of me? That's what you trying to do? No, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. You understand me? I ain't going nowhere. What you gonna do about it? I'm just playing. Anyway, hey girl. I'm just playing. Anyway, y'all, I do want to talk about more than just Jasmine today, because I did not look at this video because I want to watch it fresh with you all. So I don't know what Jasmine talking about, but I'm going to suspect it's going to be a snooze bill per usual. Okay. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. Um, I'm going to spend my workout time with y'all per usual. Okay. And then we're going to try to watch as much of this video we possibly can. And then we're going to talk about some other stuff. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Hold on. Let me pull this out. Okay. Boom. All right, let me share this video out. Give me a second here. All right, let's start these. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. I apologize. I've been having some software problems. I don't know what that's been about. I think my internet. Well, let me tell y'all first of all, when we were live earlier, I was in the internet outage. Did not know it until I went to the internet. And it said, "Hey, you're in the middle of an outage." So I typed in onto my internet app, and I say, "Hey guys, I'm in the outage." She's like, "Okay, yeah, we see that, and we're working. We're restored by 4:30." I'm like, "Okay," so it was coming. It was like on and off, so whatever. And then the other day was this app, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to StreamYard. I'm telling you, I'm going back to StreamYard. I'm gonna pay that little $40. Oh God, I don't want to, but guess what? Looks like I have to. Okay, but let's continue. Okay. Again, we're not gonna watch Kaylin play the whole time. I'm sorry. I'm maybe y'all want to see her at this volleyball looking like she don't want to really be here. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. When I say this child do not look like she want to be here. How you doing, Paulette? Uh, hey, Dr. A, Jazz Moose and Olivia makes me sick. Oh my God, dragging this nonsense on forever is what? Boring. Which is why we're not gonna talk about that, Paulette. We ain't talking about that today. You kidding me? We will not be talking about that. Hold on, give me a second here. You know it's gonna go quiet for just a second. I'm going to make it a lot larger. So give me a second. It just takes a couple of seconds. Give me a second here. Let me make me small. And I'm gonna make her large. I'm gonna make her large. Well, I don't have to make her large, right? So Jasmine already is. So she beats me every time. Every time I close my eyes. Okay. All right. Let me get my little thing ready here. Okay. So let me go ahead and make this a full screen. Give me a second. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I gotta lose this weight. I'm not gonna be walking waddling this weight around with me. Okay. We're gonna watch this snooze fest. If y'all give me a second. And then we're gonna talk about some other stuff that's going on in YouTube streets because it's more than just who? Jasmine and Olivia. I heard. But Paulette, you have to tell other people that we tired of looking at Olivia and Jasmine because I don't like neither one of these tricks. There's so many other moms that we can talk about, but the moment I start talking about these other moms, everybody clicks off, Paulette. That's what happens, girl. And if I show you my analytics, you'll be like, well, dang, you get more views off of who? My Jazzy Life. As opposed to somebody, when I start talking about other people, I try to introduce y'all to new people, and they be having some juicy stories, and everybody fall off. And I'm great at explaining real quick about who a person is. But let's go. I am gonna drop some members only videos today. I tried to do some early, but like I said, my internet was acting stupid.
Yep.
I think these Jasmine, you know how we talked about you memories are forever. These things are more for your intimate moments, okay? Or maybe I don't know if you're trying to get her a scholarship or something, then you need to save these for potential schools, not for who? Us. Okay.
Oh,
Welcome to the Make Fleek Palace. Hold on, let me close one of these things, okay? All right, there we go. Take out the middleman, so to speak. Okay, here we go. Just a hot damn mess. I know. I'm trying to tell y'all that's how it is. That's what everybody want to watch. I don't know why. I'm like, do y'all know I'm more interested in them? I'm just not gonna show you my life. I'll tell y'all some stuff, you know. But let's go. I sound a little bit out of breath because I am. I'm on the bike. And then I'm gonna get to I'm gonna do my squats. Then I'm gonna do my crunches. I need to do my arms, but I just gotta tone down because I want my arms looking big because I got I got some broad shoulders too. So I don't want to be sitting up there looking like I can punch a couple of fools out. You know what I'm talking about? My arms don't look. I ain't gonna. That's why I don't really talk about Jasmine arms because I got some arms on me too. I'm just a little version of arms. Let's go.
I started recording too late. Kaylin scored. She finally getting her serves over.
But then why would you score? Why would you choose to show this now when she's not getting her swerve on, so to speak? Why do you think we want to see her not getting, shots? And again, this is something that you don't understand when to seize the moment, when to seize the time. You have an issue with that. You don't know when to take and record something. You should have recorded this earlier, and then you should have shown one or two of her shots, and edited, not something that we want to watch for a full 13 minutes, 13 and 35 seconds to be exact. It's not that something that we want to see, okay? Maybe because their content is just a shiggity show, okay? Exactly. I get it. I get it, Paulette, but girl, it get on my nerves too, but I'm just telling you why I watch it, girl.
She got two over and scored both times.
Well, congratulations to her, Jasmine. It's not like you showing it, so why the fuck we want to just look at the aftermath? What's that about? You know what I mean? Just because Dr. Dre named his records after the aftermath doesn't mean we want to see her aftermath performance. Okay.
But it'll be in the vlog.
Well, then why is this here? Just put the stuff in the vlog. Spend some time with your children. Watch Legendary. Watch Dino. Watch him. Watch him go. And watch Aiden go, come on, Nathan, let's play. Or Kayla going, you know what I mean? And then the other one, Ava going, Pierce. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to, they beautiful though. But we don't want to see all that, girl. for crying out loud. Leave me alone.
Oh, get low. Oh.
To be honest with you, Jackson, this is probably more exciting than watching you play basketball. Maybe you should stop showing us all of it all together. Maybe that should be something that y'all keep amongst the family. Maybe these should be just little small 5 seconds, showing them make the goal or showing them hit the ball or hit the net or whatever. Show them those kinds of things and just show 5 seconds. Like even your workout should take no more than 3 seconds. And then if you are sweating in the box area, cover it up. We don't want to see no more dirty feet. I don't know why you and Olivia came on here with dirty ass feet. Y'all look like Peter Guns from Love and Hip Hop. Remember his feet was dirty, and Tasha, what's her name? Uh, Natasha's house, whatever her name is, Tamar, whatever. I don't even know her name, but his baby mama, his one baby mom, Tara. I'm like, girl, is your floor that dirty, or Peter just dirty from coming over to other be nice's houses? Okay, you know what a be nice is, bitch. For those that don't know, it's a bitch. Okay, a be nice is a bitch.
Why is Amaya texting me?
Well, thank you. Good for you. Keep up the work. Thank you. I'm just saying. Buttons, buttons, more buttons, more buttons.
That's yours?
Well, is that her over across the net that just looked at the ball as if? And let me tell you something, Jazzy. She look at girl. Sometimes when you yelling at her, you gonna make these children quit and not want to do it. I'm telling you. With all that yelling at her, it can be very distracting. I'm telling you. It was so distracting to me. I was like, oh my God, what the heck is going on? Yeah, I'm already tired. I'm like, oh my God, my little chunky self didn't eat this food. I done had chili. I mean, not chili. I'm lying. Well, if I ate chili, it would be vegan. But I had some little bean soup with some vegetables in it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm a vegetarian slash vegan slash plant based eater. And I had some onion rings, and some corn on the cob. I just cut my corn on the cob and put it in the soup. But I just threw whatever vegetable I had in the refrigerator in one little area. That whatever is in that one area, I put every vegetable in that too. Put me a little, season it up. Put me some water in there, and put some tomato paste, and boom, there it was. Little bean soup, lentil bean soup. I was like, it's going down. You hear me? And they loved it. Okay. They had noodles though. My husband made some noodles. I don't know what them noodles look like. Mashed potatoes. I never seen. He likes to do different things with noodles. I'm good. I didn't want none, and it wasn't because it was mashed potato ish, but I didn't want none because I already had some starch. I had a lot of, you know what I mean. I had like a a, a hash brown vegan sandwich this morning. So I was like, I'm not doing it twice. I got to cut. I'm cutting back. You know what I mean? Because that's where my weight come from, y'all. Is eating a lot of starch. Because I'm a vegetarian, and I've been a vegetarian since I was like 19 or 18, somewhere in there. And I just got tired. I just, I don't want meat. I promise you I don't. But sometimes I get. Sometimes I have to switch it up. You know what I mean? And that pasta be making me happy. Let's just be honest. I crave starch, so I'm just trying to kind of cut back on it, and maybe eventually I'll probably take it out of my diet, and every blue moon I have some, you know what I'm saying? But I like fries. Am I the only person that like fries in here? Please tell me I'm not. But potatoes make me happy, okay? You can do whatever you want to the potato. Let's go. I mean, these little children. I'm like, hustle, hustle, hustle. They better be lucky they have me as coach. They'll be like, you're triggering me. Some of these little kids nowadays. horrible. I did get on my nerves. I'm like, you're triggering me. See, that's why I wouldn't be a coach. Like, hurry up, hustle, 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 run to the ball, get it, get it, get it. They'll be like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I'll be like, get. I'll be like, hustle, 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 get the ball. They just walk into the ball casually, like we don't have a game going on. Am I the only one that'll be that type of coach? Probably, huh? Let's continue.
My phone is like glitchy. Hey,
You know why it's glitchy? Because you probably should put it down. God trying to tell you something. You ever heard that song, Jasmine? I don't know if you ever seen Color Purple, the first Color Purple. I didn't watch the second one, so I don't know what I just I did want to watch, and I like Fantasia, but I just didn't want to no, it just you know the first one was good enough for me. You gonna rain? It's gonna rain on your head, and then that little part where she said sinners have soul too. You know what I mean? And nobody could ever just have a dry eye in the house. Okay, nobody could have a dry eye. Okay, when that lady get the she out there in she out there in that in the that there juke joint, and she out there. Y'all so country. Y'all should have heard how I said Miss Jones tried to get at me about saying a particular word. Yeah, she tried to get at me. I'm like, girl, I'm country, girl. I just say, so you didn't pronounce it right. Like, girl, do you know I'm from St. Louis? That's how we talk. Why people be acting like they don't understand that? But anyway, so when she was out there in that there juke joint, and she was just sitting there glazing at the grass, and then they doing the music outside in the boats, and she was like, she just looked, and she was singing, "Sister, you've been on my mind." And then she looked over, she heard the church. He's like, "Somebody sing, Lord's gonna tell you something." And then she was like, "Yeah." And she was like, she was like, "Speak, Lord, speak to me." You know what I mean? When she hit there with everybody was like looking, and then when she started walking further to the church, water tears start rolling down my eyes. Well, I'm a sucker for movies, and then she goes in there because I'm telling you, I love family. I ain't gonna lie, family would make this her cry. You know what I mean? And she walked up in there. Some family I don't give a damn about it. Some family I'm like, yeah, okay. They could be at my knees. I be looking at them like, who are you? But anyway, so she walked up in there. She said, "Daddy," and he just wanted her to come inside the church. He didn't want her to change who she was. He just wanted her to come in the church for on occasion. All she had to do was come in the church sometime and just sing with the choir every now and then. Wasn't nothing wrong with that. And he just felt he just let go all of that little whatever he felt in that moment. He let all that go and just hugged his daughter. And I was like, oh my God, that was that part. And then when she finally woke up, when he tried to slap her, when Mr. tried to slap her, she got back with him. She was like, yo, she was like, anything you touch, you don't do right by me. And I cried on that part. And then when he started mailing in all that money, and when he brought her sister here, I cried on that part. And when she finally met her children, oh, I boohooed on that part because I was dreaming that would happen to me. I couldn't wait to meet my biological mother. And my biological mother had this little picture in her head, y'all. And if she looking at this, I hope I ain't hurt her feelings. I'm just telling you. She had this picture in her head, boy. She thought we was gonna be like Uni mama. She thought we was gonna be all like that. I was like, hey, hey, what's up? I was just so awkward. I know it's so weird. And I'm a healer, right? But that's just not me. I'm not really, I'm like, yeah, hey, what's up? Hey, and I'm telling you, the further and further I go down this family tree, I'm gonna do a story. One day I'm gonna get on you. One day I'm gonna get on TikTok and I'm gonna start telling off. One day it's gonna either go in a book or it's gonna go on TikTok, or it might do both. And I'm telling you, it my blood, I mean not my blood, but my DNA alone has revealed family secrets. I promise you. And that's what I was dealing with on Friday, but I just can't talk about it right now. Because I'm not ready. But I'm definitely gonna talk about that one day. But let's continue. I'm sorry.
y'all. Kaylin, she did good. She's doing good. She won a lot. I don't even know how to say it. Y'all don't know nothing about volleyball.
Why you put her in if you don't even know about it? Does she even want to do it? How you doing, Teresa? Does she even want to do it? I think not. Because if that's her on that other side of the team, man, when that ball came to her, she just looked at it. It just was crazy.
I just know she hit the ball over and they won the last match. And she scored the second time. Ow, ow, ow.
What color is she on the opposite team? She's not. Kaylin's not on the green team. She's on the other team, right, y'all? Oh, by the way, I know who my biological parents are. By the way, so they me, that my family, that my bloodline. That's not the secret. That's a whole nother story. That ain't that secret. It's another one. It got nothing to do with me, though. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't me. Okay. What's scary? What's going to be scary to me about Kaylin? To me, this is my opinion. Kaylin seems like she's a follower, and I hope that. And you have to be strong and around some of these girls. You can kind of tell, and hopefully, Kaylin, somebody, maybe Hannah or somebody, because I know Jasmine ain't gonna do it because she's not a strong woman, her strong girl herself. But if somebody could teach Kaylin how to love herself enough, maybe, you know what I mean. Maybe this will help her. I don't know. Do sports necessarily make you a stronger person through being an athlete? It can if you understand the program, sure. It depends on what type of coach you have. It's a lot of variations that go with that. But what I would say is it just kind of depends, right? But I don't know. Some of her children I worry about. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Aiden will have probably more self esteem than some of the rest of these children. I'm just gonna be honest. I know you're gonna say, Doctor A, you just Aiden is your favorite. I'm not okay. He is one of my favorites, but that's not the point. The point is, I just see it in him. Caleb, not so much, and it's not her fault, right? But let's continue. Where the heck is the thing at? God, my little legs is hurting, y'all. I feel like I sometimes I be wanting to although I'm a personal assistant myself, I be wanting a personal assistant so they can make my legs work. I wish I had a robot. My robot can just press my legs and do it for me.
Oh,
Okay, do y'all see Kayla? Is it just me? I don't see her. I just see everybody. I don't even know what team she on, y'all. Shoot, I forget. I could have sworn she's on the opposite team. You know what I'm saying? And if she's on the opposite team, why the fuck is Jasmine recorded on this side of the bench? You know what I'm saying? Get on the other side so you can get better, you know, better movie, shots, so to speak.
my phone is like, this is her friend on the other team.
Okay, so Jasmine, you see, you have to teach Kayla, although you don't know much about volleyball, you have to teach. You see how those girls looking like they ready? You see how they bent down, like in a position of approaching the ball in some capacity or another, whether or not they're able to slap the ball back over the fist or pump the ball back over, or they rather to just ensuring that it doesn't fall on the ground, basically. Okay. So whether they're punting the ball, they're in a position of punting position, or they're in a punt of receiving, the ball. Maybe that should be something that you probably should instill in her, because when that ball came over there a second ago, she looked at that ball like what the hell is this? Like, is this a ball? Like, girl, did she even know where she at? I'm sorry. Jasmine's on the spectrum. Like, real talk. Kaylin hates the camera on her most definitely being bullied right in school because of Jasmine, and she doesn't care about one bit. No, I don't think she does. And It's sad. Like they say, Paulette, they be like, it's sad, it's sad, it's so sad. They all say that on here. They come up here, Jasmine come up here. It's sad. It's sad. I'm triggered. I'm tired. I'm a good mom. I'm doing my best. What else you say? Uh, uh, my children suffer traumatic stress during singing what they see me getting rest hot. I guys, guys, I can't pay my electric bill. I'm tired. I'm just so tired. I try so hard. And Liv's favorite word now is like, I don't think it's okay to be racist toward anybody, whether you're black or white or green or purple. I'm thinking to myself, huh? Are you serious? So now all of a sudden it's reverse racism, and you the main culprit. Yeah, I'm just still taking it back that this chick, this little lonely, stupid chick, that sat on this lying chick, that sat on this lie, crying about somebody being racist towards her. I say, girl, as racist as you are, is you crazy? Just want a straight up gooseball. You called her a gooseball? What's that?
Yes. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so Jasmine, you have to teach Kaylin to love the hair that she has. I mean, this I know what y'all thinking, Doctor. Hey, what's that have to do with anything? Well, it's because it's really this is an important phase for somebody like for us little black girls around, especially around this age period, especially when we're around other ethnic races. When a lot of times they'll be able to pull their hair back and they'll be able to do this and do that with their hair. And when you have a mama that's funky, that don't know how to comb your hair, that have you looking a pug boo fool all the time because she ain't got God sense that God gave her. Um, but this is a very important time for this little black girl, magic girl, okay? Where you wanna instill value. I've seen, let me tell you something, Jasmine. I've seen more white women that have adopted black children instill more pride in they black children than you have ever in all of your children. I've never seen you do that. Never. And I think I'm worried about her and what's she gonna be like when she get old. I just anyway, it's not my problem, it's not my child. Let me shut up. Why am I worried about this? Ain't my child. But I don't know.
Oh, you can go back. When they got time out.
Real, they call the timeout for real, Jasmine. So do you have whooping cough, a nine, or the little stomach virus is passing around or something? Why you in there knowing you don't feel well and you're coughing and you're hacking? All of your children just got done coming down with some last week, and now here you go hacking and coughing and breathing hard. Not because you're working out like me, more like my out of shape ass, but you sitting up here hacking and coughing and you around other people, girl. Y'all got to stop being so selfish toward other strangers. Nobody want to sit around nobody hacking and coughing. Oh, when I used to take my son to jujitsu, I'm telling you, it'd be somebody hacking and coughing. I'd be like, I look at them like, you good? I hit them with the you good. They're like, oh yeah, I'm fine. I was like, okay, and I will politely move my chair. And I always had to carry a scan a can of Lysol in my purse, my hand sanitizers and damn disinfectant sprays. I'm like, shh. I'm like, okay, and then I go back and I'll flip my hair, and then people be looking at me like I'm crazy, and I just flip my hair like, oh yes. Ask me to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna show you my hair flip when I'm being a when I'm trying to be precautious of myself and how I flip my hair. I want to show y'all. Let's go. Be careful when somebody gets to go. You gotta be careful. throw your throw your nine, do your N uh 95 mask on, girl. I still got some. Don't get it twisted. I still carry mine, y'all. I don't know about y'all. I still carry mine, and I got gloves. I always keep gloves on me. Okay, there's always gloves in my car. Hmm. Okay. She's like, it's a timeout, guys. I'm like, for real? Is it a timeout? How do you know, Jasmine? How did you guess that? How did you figure it out? It was a timeout, girl. I didn't know you knew that. For real? We didn't know it was a timeout. Boy, he looking like Philip more and more, boy. He's still a handsome little guy. You know, we still be like, oh, look at Aiden. He's a handsome little tyke, right? Oh my God. Can I ask anybody else that when they ride the stationary bike, do your butt and hamstrings hurt? This is just me. So I want to talk about this pain. Can we talk about this pain? Oh, oh, that's my pants. I was like, what is all that noise? I thought something was going to happen. Them my bell bottoms, y'all. Y'all heard all that noise? Them my bell bottoms. Doctor, you got your clothes on working out? Yes, I did. Because I want to create no dusty, dirty other clothes. Okay. Because I'm washing clothes. Okay. Okay. Let's see what they call them, bulldogs. I don't know. I'm gonna make up a name. I guess it's bulldog green and bulldog. What's that gray over there? Okay. Nobody got it. They just looked at the ball. The green is kind of kicking tail, ain't they? Okay, Jasmine, for crying out loud. I can't believe you taped this whole thing. And you like
Always Flex Film stays dry and fresh.
you need to do a sports. You need to just put yourself in a sports mom category. You have to get out this sector. We definitely putting Olivia out this sector. I don't give a fuck what none of you crumb bums is saying. We putting Olivia out of this sector. She got to go. You hear me? We're not finna watch this whole game. I think I have seen enough. What about y'all? It's just like, you know, I want to see this. Jasmine, why would you record this? Let's talk about that.
I don't know it's muted.
Dumb. I didn't know it was moving. It'd have been muted for like 10 minutes. Jasmine go, oh, I didn't know it was muted. It ain't like you're using another software. You just straight going from YouTube to God. I feel like I'm on Bernie's vacation. Like always tired of being funky. Okay. Okay. So I think what we're gonna go ahead and do, we're gonna go to someone else. We're gonna go to another mommy. Hopefully how you doing, daughter? Welcome to the Make Fleeky Bounce. I can't see what you said yet. I gotta pull it up. How you doing, daughter? How you doing, Nicola? As well as sweaty crotch. Okay. Sweaty rotten crotch. Sweaty rotten crotch. Okay. So we can go to the next person. We're gonna go to who would you guys like to go to? Do you want to go to Sky? Or do you want to go? We watched a lot of Sky earlier, y'all. So I know y'all don't want to go back to Sky. They call him Sky Roll. Call him and tell him come out, help you get your gas on. And I'm just playing. Just- okay. So I think we can watch. Let's see who's in this sector we can watch. I think can we watch somebody else that I watch? Okay. Can we watch another person? Because you all be acting like I just want to watch Jasmine. I can't do Olivia today. I don't have the stomach to do Olivia today. It's just not okay. I think we're gonna watch what is that one girl's name? Oh my God. Please tell me. Okay, so I think we can go ahead. Y'all, if y'all want to watch the other girl from Mommy on the Game, she is so boring. It's so I don't know how people do it. I just don't know how people do it. It is really a hassle. What is that girl's name? I can't even think of her name. I can't even think of her name. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna pull up. Let's do small talk before until we can find out who I'm looking for. I am actually looking for. Let's go to this. Okay, I gotta remember her name. Hold on, y'all. I gotta look at the little name so I can know who to look for. Okay, okay. Let me look at it. Okay, what is that girl's name? I can't even think of her name. Okay, all right. Let's watch Just Jasmine because I don't know who she is. Who she is. This is life changing. No. Oh God, I hope she don't do. I just please don't let me see Kaisha. Is there a way we don't have to watch Kaisha? God. Okay, let's do family tea. I already did that. Okay. I don't want to watch that. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Oh God, who we gonna watch? Oh God. Okay, let's do Strong Mommy Chrissy, y'all, because that's one of y'all other little people y'all like to watch. I just be like, oh my God, I run out of. I just be wanting to watch other people. Y'all be wanting to watch this, okay? Okay. Cannot file this anymore. Okay. All right. Chrissy just say any damn thing. Okay. Hold on. Let me try to click on this video. You know when your legs get to hurting. Clicky. No, we ain't watching no Chrissy. I can't. I just can't. Cause she ain't gonna do nothing but just do clickbait. That's all she does. That's all her and Ming ever does. Her Ming's talking about is over. You know, her voice is really annoying. I don't see how her husband takes her voice. When she does that, I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? I don't see how people tolerate her. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not, she's a pretty girl. It's not about her looks. It got everything to do with her voice. She's just annoying to me. I'm sorry. Now, I seen a couple of things up here that was kind of annoying about me. I mean that. I mean, I'm not saying she's a bad mom. I don't think she's a bad mom. I can't. I'm not in a position to say whether or not she's a bad mom or not. That's not. I don't think that's necessarily the issue with me as far as these eyes can see. But what I am gonna say is that, hey, what the heck is mean at? I can't. Hold on, y'all. Let me get me pulled up here. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on. God, I'm having some issue with this software. I promise you. I promise you. Come the first of the month, I am going back to software. I promise you. I promise you. Hold on one second. Okay. Y'all give me a second here. Let me pull this up here. All right, here she go. Here she go. Let me pull it up. Okay. All right, y'all should see it now. There you go. Okay. Strong Mom Pussy with Dusty Amazon Ring. I can't wait eat of these Dusty Mom sector. I know, girl. I know, but just support me, okay? Just support Dr. A, okay? Fuck them. Fuck these bitches. Well, I try to talk about other stuff. I would rather talk about other things that we could possibly venture out to, but no. Yeah, I want to talk about these cuzzy wuzzies. Okay? What the hell is Ming at? I can't even find this dusty hooker. I mean, I'm sorry, Mink. I'm sorry to call you a dusty hooker. I got something else. We're gonna finish watching this thing here. Okay, what the hell? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I can't even find me. Where the hell is she at? Hold on. Hold on. I can't find her on the damn thing. Hold on. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna stop this from sharing, and then, you know what? God just don't want me to watch me. That's what that is. I'm gonna take it as if God is saying, please don't put her on here. That's what I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it that the energy is not there. We're gonna watch this right here. I got something better. Okay. Okay. All right. Y'all ready? Ooh.
My son couldn't do nothing. But then when I say, well, dang, like,
What, Sky? You whooped the little boy's ass for everything?
And see, my thing is, here he goes. He talking all this shit, but he sure got his fat ass there with them dookie stains in his drawers. and, and he getting some of that tax money, ain't y'all? It's- LOL, no shit doesn't even bling. Try it again. SM coach, exactly. Girl, coach. You just say coach or cooch? Which one are you saying? Hold on, let me make this large, okay? Now they're mean go. Now I found mean. This is crazy. I swear, I'd be having some weird luck. I swear with this, it just might need. Sometimes it may mean I need to lay the fuck down. Maybe that's what happening. Because I'm telling you, when I go to look for this shit, I can't find it. I cannot find it. I cannot find it. You hear me? Where the hell is? I can't even find it down. Okay, hold on. Let's just watch it from here. Let me see if it'll let me watch it from here. Okay. Damn it, I can't find it. Hold on. I swear, every link I try to cook, every link I click on, I cannot find my damn thing, and it's crazy. Hold on, let me exit out some of this stuff, y'all. Hold on a second. I'm doing some family research, and sometimes when you do that, I have a lot of these things open. Hold on, hold on. Okay, all right. Let's see. I'm closing some of these links, y'all. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me close some of these links. Okay. All right. Closing some of these links. Hold on. Okay. I still can't find it. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's continue.
What?
her son, her me out, telling me I ain't shit, going to another guy and talking about me, dragging my name to.
So, wow, see, this is what I'm saying. Are you abusive? Excuse me, I jumped off her. Are you abused? Y'all know what it is. This leather seat. Um, so are you a abused spouse or something? Are you a battered man or something? That she when she separate talking about me and talking about me to another man. My God. I just it's just so many of the most whiniest men on here. I just don't want to be with a whiny man. I just can't stand it. I can't stand a whining ass dude. I don't want to hear no whining ass man whining about whether or not somebody like him. Do you like me? Circle yes. Do you like me? Circle no. Like it's like that. You know what I mean? Who want to hear that? Oh, y'all gotta charge my phone because I know it'll dial me. I know this damn thing will dial me so fast. Hold on, and I gotta jump back on this bike. All right, I'm done. I got it. Okay, let's go. All right, hold on. Up here. All right, hold on. Let me go in the other way. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh God. Oh God, I gotta get across this bike. I'm acting like an old lady. Oh man. Hold on. Damn it.
To another dude who is her cousin, but he's trying to fuck her. And then I go in her phone.
So why you looking through her phone, dude? You insecure. You insecure. You insecure. You got insecurities. She need a man with less insecurities. A man that ain't you. The someone she could lay with night without doo-doo stains in his drawers. How sugar. I got it. She needs a man without insecurities. A man like you. A man not like you. Okay? You obviously are insecure. Okay? You like insecure. You like insecure Shakur. You like insecure Tupac Shakur, okay? And I'm not calling Tupac insecure. I'm just saying the last name. You rhyme, your energy rhymes with secure. Okay? That's what it is. Okay? Let's continue.
And she's talking about, yeah, this pussy ass nigga don't give me no breaks.
End of the day. It's what I'm thinking. Don't give me no face. Oh damn. She going in. She going in. You with this woman and she called you a pussy ass nigga? You know I would. That's like really bad. That is really bad to call your man a pussy ass nigga. That is crazy. You don't care about that person. Damn, that's brutal. Skyro, they call you Skyro. you you let that woman sit there and talk to you at that dinner table like that. So you can't even be a man. You sound like Keke Wise man. You sound like Keke Wise man. We should watch that too. Jazzy. What's his name? Zazari. Kazari. Narias. Boy, it's too many soft men in the world. Fuck that. That's why these women be so hard, because these men be soybean men. These men be straight soybean. You hear me? Soybean Patless Central. Okay? Okay? Sky's buying his broke freeloader beats exactly. LOL. That ninja dragged Skylar and her kids in the grocery store. LOL. Ain't no way. Right. I'm burnt out on the mommies. Nothing ever changes exactly. Just tired of the same storyline, screaming kids. Dusty house, dirty house, no food. Tax money is at an all-time high, and someone gonna have to pay that tax money back. They're gonna cancel them food stamps on them, and they gonna get caught stealing food stamps. Okay, absolutely, darling, boring as hell. Well, what would y'all rather talk about? Because it's 9 people. I don't mind switching the subject if y'all would like to. I sure will switch the subject if y'all would like to. We can get into something else. Y'all would like to go somewhere else. If y'all willing to go somewhere else with me, I am willing to talk about it. Okay, let's go somewhere else because I'm tired too. I ain't going front. I am tired. I'm tired of talking about them. My energy is low when I talk about these hoes. I have to be in a good mood. Okay, so we can go somewhere else. It's not a problem. Okay, y'all want to talk? Y'all want to get that Keke Wyatt story? Keke, y'all know who Keke Wyatt is? The singer. Girl, I ain't talking about Keke Palmer. I'm talking about Keke Wyatt. Okay, okay, all right. Let me try to find Keke. We could talk about Keke Wyatt. We could talk. Oh, I want to watch some. I don't want to watch that one. Do that. Okay. All right. Let's find something else. Let's find something else. What is his name? What is her? Okay. Keke Wyatt. Hold on, y'all. Keke Wyatt. Ex-husband. We can talk about the ex-husband. I forgot what his name is because I would just look up his YouTube name. I'll type it on here. I guess his name is Uriah or something. I want to say it's Uriah. Uh it's Uriah. I had to spell it the way he spelled it. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me try to find it. Okay. Girl, they are clowning you, honey. Ooh. I remember this a long time ago. I remember when her ex-husband. Okay, let's do the because when her ex-husband, when Keke Wyatt was first married, she had stabbed her husband allegedly. She claimed he was hitting upside the head or whatever, so to speak. So I was like, oh, okay. Now, let me tell you something. Now, right here, right here, let's go up. Let's go up. So he basically had supposedly had whooped her little tail. Okay. And basically what she did was she stabbed him allegedly, or she went to jail for that. And then it was like at the first begin of her career when she had did that song with Avant. Remember? Do y'all remember that? Okay. Yo, Zariah, that's what his name is. Okay, that's what his name is, y'all. I couldn't look up it. Zariah. Okay, I got it. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh shoot. Where the heck is it at? Okay. All right. I'm trying to find. Okay. Here is his channel, y'all. I found it. Ooh. Okay, let's react to it. Okay, y'all. Y'all ready? I'm telling y'all this is the way to go. Let's go to this first story, okay? Thank you, y'all, for letting me go out my comfort zone.
Hey everyone, it's been a minute since you guys have seen me. My name is Zachariah David. This is my YouTube channel now. This is my YouTube. And I just created
Yes, I definitely gonna open up my platform, daughter. Thank you so much. It's not that many people in here now, so we might as well talk about them because I'm tired of talking about these mamas sometimes. I'm trying to tell you. Let's go.
it. Excuse me. And I'm not married anymore to Keke.
Okay, so does everybody know who Keke Wyatt is? Okay. Um, let me do I need to show everybody who Keke Wyatt is, or can we go there? Can we talk about it? Selling food stamps, that is exactly. Okay, so do y'all need me to tell y'all who Keke Wyatt is? Okay, I said cuckoo Keke Wyatt. I'm sorry, that was disrespectful. Okay, so Keke Wyatt, I don't know if y'all ever watched R&B Divas back in the day. How you doing, Jackie? Keke Wyatt husband is Patty, but she a mess. Girl, she sure is. Okay, so Keke Wyatt. Okay, so let's do a little. Can we do y'all? Would y'all like to do a recap, or do y'all just want me to start this video? Um, Okay, Keke Wyatt is from Indianapolis, if I remember. Okay, let me tell you where she's from. Hold on. If I remember, I want to tell you she's from Indianapolis. Hold on, but I'll tell you in a minute. Let me give y'all some little backdrop for those that don't know about Keke Wyatt. So she's a really talented singer. She's very well known in the gospel world community. Her mother she's biracial, and her mom's a white woman who can sing her butt off. And I know y'all saying no, she sang like a sister. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Keke Wyatt mama can blow. I'm just gonna be honest. But anyway, she was known in the gospel community. She's done a lot of backups for people in the gospel community as well as people on the outside of the gospel community because this white woman can blow. You hear me? Okay, so I'm just gonna show you who Keke Wyatt is so y'all can get an understanding. Okay, so give me a second. Okay, you love you some Keke Wyatt? Okay, cool. All right, so give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna just show for those that don't know. Okay. For those that don't know. Very talented. Okay. All right, let me get on this. Okay, I'm trying to see where I can put it in. I wonder if it'll let me put it in. Hold on. Let me see if it'll. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share from this platform because this is a different. Okay, right here. Okay, so this is Keke Wyatt. Okay, very beautiful young lady. You know what I mean? No, hands down, very beautiful young lady. So, like I was telling y'all about the first marriage, she's married to this one guy who was her manager. He was first her manager, and she was on the brink of success when she did the song with Avant. When she was like, the song was basically, y'all recall it? Do make me, y'all want to make me sing it? Don't make me sing it. But when she was, it's a remake, okay. And Left Out was in the video, okay. So anyway, so she was, on the brink of success, and then she had to go to jail for stabbing her husband because he was allegedly, Ike Turner and her. Uh, and she claims it was self-defense, blah blah blah. So she did go to jail. She had like 4 children by him, or 5, or something like that. We can get the actual numbers. So this is her. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing this link. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing this link. We're gonna go over here to the other link, and we're gonna listen to her husband real quick. And I'm just gonna kind of give you heads up about who all Keke is, and then we'll go into her husband talking. Okay. Now, some of this I'm gonna go past, girl, because he's gonna drag. Okay, we're gonna get into the good stuff. Now, that's her latest husband. Okay, so okay, so I'm gonna break down her children now, children and fathers. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a brief educational Keke Wyatt. Okay, the first child's father is Mr. Morden. Okay, Raymont, I guess Raymont or Raymond or Raymont, Raymat or Raymat or whatever, Morton. And he's the first child father. So she has 11 children by 3 different men, which is okay. They were all her husbands. Do keep that in mind, okay? So the first set by the first husband, which I just told you what his name was, um, Raja is one of her, so she has 3 by him, okay? And Michael Ford was her manager also, and she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. She has 4 by him. This, and this other guy, and the last guy is Zariah. She has, what the hell is that? Oh, I don't know what the hell that was. She has 2 by him. Okay, so she has 2 children by him. Okay. So I don't know what the hell that noise was, y'all. And I probably should go look, but I don't know if I want to go look. I don't know if it was in his house or outside. Okay. So she has 2 children by him. And one of the children, I know one of her children did unalive, right? So I don't know how. So anyway, she's a famous singer. And like I said, and so also she has she has 1 children out that she considered one of her stepchildren by Michael Ford, and he was on R&B Divas, and she just kept getting pregnant. So Michael Ford actually left her during her pregnancy and during the time that one of her oldest children had cancer because he said she was too emotional, and she is. Now he ain't lying, okay, but that was just kind of a bad time to leave somebody that you married to that you love, right? Um. So anyway, so y'all get the gist of it, okay? Very talented, right? But her child, her choices. Her child, her choices, okay? All right. Baby. And then she has 1 child with special needs. The 1 child that she had, I think she had that child prematurely, if I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken. So I think she had that child prematurely, okay? Now, and so that happened. So anyway, so this is the briefing of it, and it kind of dissolved over social media. And yeah, Keke Wyatt is something else. Trust me when I tell y'all. Okay, I mean, for those that don't know. Okay, so go and listen to some of her music. Google her music. She can sing. The girl can blow. Okay, but she don't really have a lot of albums out, a lot of music out. But she probably got 2 albums out, probably at the most, probably a half of an album, one and a half album. I don't know. But listen to her mom and her sing. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Okay. Now Keke Wyatt is let's see what else. Let's see what else I was gonna tell y'all. So I don't know what it is here lately. I've been seeing a lot of women with their cousins, but allegedly, but there's a lot going on like that. So I'm trying to think where she was born in. I want to say it was Indian. I want to say she was okay. So she's a Pisces. Of course, she's born May the 10th. So her birthday's coming up, y'all. Okay, the Pisces. I told you I was right. Indianapolis, Indiana. I told y'all where it was where she was born at. Okay, and her mom was a vocalist. Okay, and her mom is Caucasian and her daddy was African American. Okay. And her mom, like I said, her mom used to do backup singing. Okay. She was on the show R&B Divas, and she actually does have a reality show that's here on the YouTube straight. So you can always look it up. And actually, this young man was on her reality TV show. So just giving y'all a bit of information that don't know. So anyway, they are divorced. So we're going to listen to this whole big mess. Okay. Have things to do in the morning. Very tired. Good night, everyone. Good night to you as well. Okay. Good night to you as well. Okay. But I know y'all tired of me talking about that, Jasmine. Okay. You have things to do in the morning. I understand that. March is the same day that your husband's birthday, girl. Yeah, I know your husband is a handful of Pisces. Okay. But let's continue.
Wyatt. The divorce was finalized in June of 2024 last year. I left for good in November 4th, 3rd or 4th of 2023. So November 4th.
And child, he done left back in 2023, and guess what, y'all? It is 2025. So that was a while ago. I don't know what that's about. When people leave somebody, they don't tell you till 3 years later. Especially these celebrities. It's like, and you be like, well, dang, you don't see little Poppy with little Rhonda, the celebrity, and then all of a sudden you look up and Rhonda, you see Rhonda with somebody else. So you see Petey Paul with somebody else. And I know her husband left her for another woman. He left her for that dang on girl. But the old girl got her a girlfriend. But he left her for the girl that played on she played on uh I was just saying it Color Purple. Uh she played on Color Purple with Broadway. So I thought that was strange. I was like, well, dang. And Keke Wyatt did say some stuff that was a little colorist. I ain't gonna lie. She's like, she looks like a bat. I mean, I don't. A girl's pretty. She didn't look like no bat. You know what I mean? But she did make a bat face. I was kind of like, Keke, a little too much. You know what I'm saying? A little too much. Okay.
2023 or so, I left for good, and it was crazy. Her oldest son, had bumping shoulders with me, and he didn't like something I had said. And before I
That's the one thing about possibly having stepchildren and stuff is, possibly if the children sometimes don't really be respecting you, or sometimes you come into a situation where where their mom don't really have control. Hence Jasmine, right? A lot of these mommies don't be having control over their children or the fathers, because it be the fathers too. Right? Because I can show y'all something on one of my homegirls, the stuff she had to go through. This girl went to high school junior high with, and all the stuff that she had to go through with her in-laws. I mean, with her son, with her husband's daughter. Man, that's a lot. It was a lot. I don't know I don't know if I could have done it. I'm just gonna be honest, right? I'm just gonna be honest. But hey, I guess when you love somebody, you don't really think about it while you in the fold of the funk. You don't think about that kind of stuff when you're in the fold of the funk. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
I get myself in trouble and everything like that, and restrain him. I had to get up out of there. The police were called. Uh, I screamed, I yelled, I had to repent, I cussed. I said, here I've humbled myself for 5.5 years.
Shit, that was too damn long. I haven't been dealing with that. I wouldn't even. I don't. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if you had money or not. You sound like you was broke. I'm just gonna be honest. When was this? 7 days ago. This is the first video. So
And been humbling myself, putting up with you and Raja,
yeah.
their mouth, let alone their own mother, Keke Wyatt.
Oh shit.
And um, that's it, and call
I don't know, y'all. This some of these stories I be hearing about people when they have to deal with somebody else's children. I'll be like, the hell with that damn relationship. I'm not dealing with that bullshit. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody coming in my damn house trying to run my house and tell me what they gonna do or what they ain't gonna do. They gonna get the fuck out of my house. Tell them right now. Some gonna have to give. It's gonna be me or that child. I'm not doing that shit. I'm just being honest, especially if they grown. Even if they are a child, I'm not dealing with that shit. Let alone a grown up. Okay. Yes, but I'm a Virgo. Yeah, true. Y'all be so empathy. Y'all have a lot of empathy for people. I remember him from her show. Exactly. Yeah, Virgos have a lot of empathy. Yeah, because I'll be like, fuck that. We be like, oh no, we ain't dealing with that. I'm a Taurus. You see how I am. That light switch go off. I'll be all happy at first. I'll be so happy at first, and somebody come up in here, I'll be like, bitch, y'all see me acting fool. Y'all see me acting fool. That light switch go off, Lord. I don't know. So I've been accused of being a Gemini because that light switch. I'm like, nah, this is a Taurus. When we had that light switch, it just kind of go off. It just, we just kind of be no nonsense.
the police. Raja, his younger brother, who's
That's the first,
23 at the time or
the
22 at
first
the time now, I guess.
August, y'all.
I don't know if he's 22.
The other day.
Um, Called the police, lied on me, said I had guns, holding them hostage, come send back up, all this stuff. I'm a big dude.
Wait a
And
minute, sir. I'm not trying to be funny, Zariah. Ain't you? Didn't she meet you from jail? Let me. While you talking, I'm gonna look up and see if you was the one that she got from jail. Let me see.
all
I
of
know
this
you grew up with her, but I want to see if you the one that just got out of jail.
man saying, that was the last straw. I had left well over 50 times during the 5.5 years. Threats, guns pointed out on me well over.
Hell no, I'm not saying in no relationship with nobody with guns being pulled on, motherfucker. But you know what? She is from Indianapolis, okay? So that's like a town. That's literally about an hour and 30 minutes from where I stay at, y'all. Indianapolis. So yeah, I could kind of see that, right? But I'm just telling you, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, that's what I'm not gonna do. Okay, but he just what's everybody's first impression of him? I'm listening. I think he kind of sweet. He's kind of sweet to me. He's a sweet, you know what I mean? And when I say sweet, I mean sweet. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I mean sweet. Okay, this is my opinion. It's just okay. All right, let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. Golly.
Over 40 times, 45 times. Point gun saying the demon behind me, telling her to kill me and all that. And people would say, why did you stay? The younger kids, they didn't know anything about, all they know is daddy, where's daddy?
Mm.
They were crying, break out crying. Bella, Kendall, Kemar, Wyatt, daddy don't leave. So I stayed the 5.5 years primarily for my children. And then
Oh, okay. Do keep in mind when he say children, he not just talking about the two that he got with her. He talking about all of them. He considered all of them his children, I guess, except for what he deems is the demon children. I guess he got some. He's got quirky little funny isms. So be prepared to kind of chuckle just a tad bit. Okay. Crying out loud. Okay, yeah. Mm.
Then came along Kiraya, my biological son, and Keziah. And so I fought to stay, but it was in vain. And miserable, depressed.
Damn. Shit. If it was all like that, that's what I don't like about people. When they be like, oh, this person was so horrible. I mean, get the fuck away from them. That's, you know what I mean? I Most people I know, I'm being honest. That was in a real horrible marriage. They at least leave, and they might be like, okay, this person might come back and say, well, I changed, but it'd be like a couple of years before a year they get back together or something. You know what I mean? But or most people I know, 2 years is the minimum, right? If a woman is really that bad, usually a man don't stay like that. You know what I mean? Not a woman. I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but it's just how I feel. But normally women will stay in these situations where it be horrible, way longer than the man. The man be like, oh nah, bitch, I'm gone. They be out. You hear me? They be out 2 years at the most. And if it's 2 years, it's normally if it's that long, it's because a child was involved. Now they probably be there for like a year while the child, when the child before the child's conceiving, right when they get ready to leave, the child get conceiving. Like, damn it, I gotta stay longer. Because no real man would just walk away because a woman got pregnant. You know what I mean? Normally, a man to try to stay, and this is real bad. But shoot, her second husband was like, I'm out. I don't give a fuck. He was like, I'm out. You heard me, y'all? He burnt out. She's like, I can't take it, and she was like 8 months pregnant. I said, now that's ridiculous. Now, he could at least stayed. I don't know. He could have just been like, look, you stay on this side of the house. But if it's as bad as he said it was, I would definitely probably live there. But what? She got some fire in her coochie or something. I don't know. Them dudes is like, are they soft? It's one of the other. I'm washing dishes too, y'all. I'm done work. I'm done doing the little thing. I gotta go back and do my 60 squats, and I gotta do 60 push-ups. But I want to get these dishes out the way.
A lot of you want to know about my black outfit that I wear all the time. I was a depressed security guard for her. That I was just that was my knockout drag out outfit. Basically, wherever we went or whatever, people they saw me. They I was a deterrent.
Now he said he got them hands, y'all. Now he gonna talk about them hands. The last person I dated was a Gemini, and I am still suffering from the aftershocks. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't think it's a Gemini trait that I tick. Somebody got to really do something. If somebody do something to me, or if I catch something, it be a principle for me. I don't like nobody to play me crazy. Now I'm gonna let you joke with me for so long, and I probably snap after a while. I ain't gonna lie. I I do have a short fuse though. I will snap at people though. I ain't got that. I do. Y'all seen it a little bit. Y'all ain't seen it for real. Y'all just seen a little small taste of it. Okay, y'all, let's go. Okay. Okay. What you saying here, Jackie? Oh, what did he expect after she stabbed her first husband? I'm sorry, but I don't like him. No. Girl, he is soft though. He a little soft though, right, Jackie? Are we just being insensitive, Jackie, that we feel like he's soft? Girl, he probably wanted that puss, girl. He thought that puss was all gravy. He was like, I'm gonna get some nut puss.
I didn't want no mess. I had to walk around with married to a woman who was dressed up in pantyhose outfits all the time. See through pantyhose, and I'm supposed to go into full time ministry. It was ridiculous, but God knows what He's doing, and He does whatever He wants.
Well, you know she was an R&B star. Now we ain't gonna get up here and that's funny what you said, but come on now, she an R&B star. She might sing some gospel, you know what I'm saying? Because she can blow. Like I said, her mother's from the circuit, the chicken circuit of the chitlin circuit of gospel. Okay, so we're not gonna play these games. Okay, I'm very much aware of who her mom's is. Okay, and I'm sure you do if you grew up with her. And if you've been in the gospel, it sounds like you've been in the gospel community for quite some time, right? So you already knew who she was. I don't like it when dudes get with you and they think they're gonna change you. You know what I'm saying? That's the conversation that you should have had with her before y'all got married about what kind of pantyhose she was wearing and whether she was showing her buttocks or not. That should have been a conversation prior to you jumping your ass up here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do believe you. I do think she crazy. Now, not sir. I do think she crazy. Now, I believe your story, but I'm just saying you kind of have to be honest with yourself. You're not accepting some responsibility here, okay? Okay, but we're gonna still listen to you, okay? We're gonna do this as a series. I always say we're gonna do something as serious, a series, but only sometimes I've been doing series because y'all don't give me the good feedback that I want. You know what I mean? For us to do the series.
To do. And so we bless his name. But we're going to get out of that. That happened for a reason. I'm going to explain some things now. My life has been predestinated with all the out of body experiences.
Oh God, y'all, he get ready to go into him um almost dying and God saving his life, yada 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 stuff. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know in the game. But what I am gonna say is there is a certain flavor that, regardless to me being from St. Louis, right? I'm still a Midwestern kind of gal. Okay, I'm gonna say girl, okay, or woman. I'm a Midwestern kind of girl. So we have a different kind of je ne sais quoi, if you will. We kind of a little differently. We kind of spin a little differently, right? We kind of roll a little differently, like right. But even in my differences, whereas if I, Kentucky is Midwestern too, okay, or we're Midwestern city. It's in the Midwest, okay. It's in the center of the map. It's in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? It's in the Midwestern part of the map. Okay. And so we all have a lot in common, but at the same time, we have some different things. There are some certain differences, like our dialects, the way that we view things, or differently. But then it may be similar, right? So versus you put a person from Chicago, you put a person from St. Louis, you put a person from Kentucky, you put a person from Indiana, okay? And when I say Indiana, that means Chicago and Rockford, Illinois, some places like that, Edwardsville, Illinois, you know what I mean? So we have a je ne sais quoi type of thing, or Joliet, Illinois, right? So we have a certain je ne sais quoi about us, right? If you get with somebody from the East Coast, whether it's from Brooklyn, New York, whether it's from New York, New York, you know what I mean? Versus getting somebody from, you know what I mean? So we're gonna the people from the East Coast is gonna kind of feel each other and they're gonna understand where each other's coming from. And the Midwestern people are gonna kind of understand when they come from. So it's a little differently. So our swagger is kind of like we get see basically a lot of other cities will label us country bumpkins. That's the truth, okay? They will label us like country bumpkins, and they'll think like people in New York think they'll bring their ass up to Chicago, or they think they're gonna bring their ass up to St. Louis, and they think they're gonna do the same things that they can do in New York, that they do, or the West Coast, I mean East Coast, or even the West Coast, and then they will get fucking fucked up. I'm just telling you right now. I'm just telling you right now, okay? So it's a difference, okay? It's just a difference. And so he got with somebody that's from Indianapolis, okay? Okay. So Indianapolis, Indy is a little different, okay? It's just a little swagger. You know what I'm saying? Now I know you Texans carry y'all pistols on y'all, and y'all probably walk around with it out. We put ours in our boots, our shoes, our arms, our armpits. We might have it down our bra. You know what I mean? We have it in different areas, and we just move differently because we feel like this is a theory in the Midwest. It's like I wish somebody would. We wish a person would so we can pop it. That's our goal. That's when we wake up, from the start of waking up. We wish somebody would. Okay. When you understand that, then you understand the Midwest person. Okay. So he is dealing with a woman from Midwest. a ghetto girl, right? A ghetto biracial girl who probably have had some unique experiences being biracial, and people thinking that because she biracial they can try her, right? So that also happens, okay? So she has a white mama, but wait, let me say something about her white mama. Now her white mama is different. She's different. She is not the typical white mama. You know, when you think about racial, she's not like Stella, okay? That ain't her. That is not her, okay? That is not her. I just said she was on Gossip Circle. And gossip people in the gossip community, the black gossip community are not the same. They're a little bit rough, okay? So it's a little different. So, okay. Now, we understand that. Let me move forward.
And near-death experiences due to having anaphylactic shock, as I stated in the last video you guys seen, and dying thousands of times. The angel of the Lord having to put me back in my body. Been to heaven and hell, and out of the body. This is when you die. Most time, people, when you really die, you boo-boo on yourself, and we're all adults. I ain't trying to be nasty, and you'll lose your urine when people die, and your bowels can pass, or this is it's not a joke, it's not a game, and a whole lot of people talk about ain't no hell. God ain't put nobody in no hell. You can do whatever you want as long as you accept Jesus. You're going to you'll make it to heaven. God ain't put nobody in hell. People ain't going to hell. Well, if you've never been out of the body, please don't die and be thinking like that, because if you bust hell wide open when you die, it's too late. I'm a seasoned veteran. I've been on my body thousands of times. Ain't no witch and I ain't no warlock. I'm a prophet, so family members even have spoken, and they know I have a prophetic call on my life. But that's what people do when they hate you.
Okay, all right, sir. Wait a minute, wait. So when we start talking about prophets and stuff like that, and hey, I believe in other words, in my line of work, I would not call myself a prophet, so to speak. Okay, that's more church talk, right? That's no disrespect, okay. But we all have foresight, sir. We all have foresight. God gives everybody foresight. I think that's what you're trying to say, right? You're not no special than anybody else. I'm just telling you the truth. We all have foresight, sir. We all have foresight. I want you to just deal with what's happening. I want you to deal with don't try to minister to us. We don't need that. We just want to know the juice, okay? Don't minister to us. Now, some of y'all might want him to minister to y'all, but I don't. I don't need him ministering to us. I don't need this. That's like a turn off. When people start telling me to profit and all this other type of stuff, I, you know, again, I know for a fact that we all have foresight, regardless to whether we have intuition. Okay, we can call it intuition. Okay, we all have intuition, and we are given. Some people have stronger intuition than others. Okay, or you can call it third eye, or you can call it whatever you want to call it. But we all have it. It ain't just one person that has it. Okay, sir. Okay, so I need you to understand that. Okay, don't get up here and start that shit. Don't. I'm telling you, when they get up here and they start that shit about they prophetizing and they see this and they see that, that's cool. But it's other people that got vision too, sir. Okay, just cut that shit, because if you had an eye, your ass would have saw this bitch coming. Okay, you would have known not to marry her. You would have known not to be looking stupid. You wouldn't be sitting up here on this channel looking like Google the food. Okay, so let's move on from that. Okay, sir. I don't know. I'm trying to put this stuff in the refrigerator. It's got too much stuff. I'm trying to put the food away from earlier, and we got too much food in the refrigerator. Okay. But see, we won't have no refrigerators looking like Jasmine's and stuff. Okay. We actually got food, but let's continue.
That's what haters do. When they hate the call of God, when they hate,
Okay, here you go with this. When they hate the call of God. Okay, sir. I'm not saying that you haven't been called to do whatever. We all have a purpose here in this life, sir. Okay, and your purpose, my purpose, Darla's purpose, everybody's purpose in the euphoric. I'm sorry, in the Crystal Palace, have a purpose. We all have a purpose that we're supposed to be doing here in this life. Okay, sir. So don't start talking about. I don't like it when people start trying to single them like they better than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But let's move past this shit you talking about, okay? No disrespect, okay? Respect you. Let's keep going.
You have to tell them about themselves. They hate you for who you are and everything. And so
How do you feel when somebody had to tell you about yourself? How do you feel when somebody got to tell you about your damn self that you on this internet making a complete asshole out of yourself? It's still good though. We love the tea now. Don't get it twisted. We already knew Keke was crazy. Like, I don't know where you been. That bitch crazy. You can look at her eyes and tell she crazy. You got what the hell? And you don't even have to be. You don't even have to be prophesized. You don't even have to be called to do the work to know that that she is crazy. I'm just being honest. You don't even have to listen. Again, you don't have to have an intuitive bone in your body not to know this heifer ain't crazy. Okay? You listen. Okay? Uh a wee bit light in the in the loafers. That's good, Darla. That's hilarious. Y'all, who is this man? This is Keke Wyatt's ex-husband, Miss Jones. Uh-huh. This is her last ex-husband. That's the one that she got the last two children by, okay? Let's continue.
so
We're talking Keke Wyatt, ex-husband, okay? Keke Wyatt, okay? Now, I hopefully you know about her. I don't have to do a whole rundown. If I have to, I will, okay?
chosen by the Almighty God. This is my former pastor, Bishop Charles Stone.
Oh God. Okay, I love the little what you call it, the little come on, darling, give me a word. I love the uh, 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 shoot, I cannot think. The presentation, excuse me. I love your little presentation, but can we get on to we don't care about you getting called to God, okay? Everybody's been called to God. You know what I mean? Everybody has a purpose here on this earth. Haven't you heard of life driven purpose? I read that book, okay? And my ex-father-in-law gave me that book. And I really do believe that. I really believe everybody has a purpose for being here on earth. And sometimes some of us get it up front and some of us don't get it to the very end. Okay. And other people might get it. You understand what I'm saying? Sir, so you're not really teaching us anything. If we were all a whole bunch of Christians, maybe we would care. And I don't even think that all Christians would even agree with this shit you talking about. Okay. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay. Can you wrap this up? Can you get on? Because we're not listening to you preach your ceremony in church. You want to preach a ceremony, take your ass to the Christian sector. Okay, sir? Take your ass to the Christian sector. But this is messy and we here for the mess, sir. Okay? This is what we're here for. We are here for the mess. We are not here to hear about how you got called to God and the glory. Okay? Hallelujah. Okay? That is not what we call here for, sir. Okay? We're here for the mess. You hear what I said? We are here. Let me admit it. See, if I get somebody want to tell the truth, I'm not going to tell her and act like I ain't here for the mess. I'm here for the mess, y'all. Okay? Ain't y'all here for the mess? Come on. Talk to me. Talk back to me. Okay?
You see that real good. As you can look on the date, he passed June the 3rd,
Sir, come
2024.
up, sir. Sir.
And that was right before my divorce. Because I remember holding this up. I made a copy of it, but I have the original.
Sorry, it was time for him to go. Okay, it was God called him back home. As the Christians would say, God called him back home. That's what happened. God called him back home. God was like, okay, you coming back home, sir. You done served your purpose here on this land. You done did what you supposed to do, or it's time is up, sir. Let's come on to the pearly white gates. That's what the Christians would say. Okay. And I'm not a Christian. Some of the principles I think is pretty cool, but I'm not a Christian. But I'm just telling him that we understand all that. You ain't got to tell us, what it, you don't have to try to convince us, okay, sir? This is not a ceremony. This is messy. Okay, you're being messy right now, and by you being messy, we want to hear the mess. We don't want to hear about your pastor going to glory. Okay, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Peace be on to your pastor or the person that you saw as a spiritual father for yourself. Bless him. May the Creator and the ancestors find pleasure with him, or find love for him, or may they be pleased with him. Okay, may the heavens, may the earth, may the other realm that he goes to be pleased with him. Again, let's continue. Okay.
I have a couple copies of it. I have the original. I was down there showing Jasmine, one of Keke's friends, assistants, when I had to go to divorce court.
Oh,
Nobody told me anything about it. I didn't know nothing about it. She was trying to get an abandonment order to get my children, so I'll never see them again. So she had full custody. Well, God is a good guy. He woke me up, and it was a week before the trial, or the week before we were to go to court, and he spoke to me.
again, sir, this is kind of these are the kind of things that people. It's not just you that do this, but it's women that do this too. These are the kind of things that you have to be careful of. Okay, if you leave a household and you don't get a lawyer up front, or you don't get diverse papers served, or go to court or anything like that, then guess what? It's definitely a chance that you could be seen as a person who gets some abandonment. Did you leave with her knowing? Did you tell her where you was going? I mean, y'all do have children together. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to give her your exact address, but does she know how to get in touch with you though? You know, were you paying child support? Did you go to court and get a separation and say, hey, we're separating. I want a legal separation. Some courts don't do legal separation somewhere. But if by chance Atlanta, because they're in Atlanta, if by chance Atlanta does separation, okay, if Atlanta does separation, then maybe you should have filed, because it does kind of look like abandonment a little bit, sir. She just went through an abandonment in her second divorce, right? So I'm just saying, sir, you have to you got to kind of understand some things, how the courts can look at it, okay? And so maybe if you would have filed first, then we wouldn't be up here talking, okay? But let's continue. All right, hold on. Hold on.
He said, I want you to call Georgia. And he told me where to call. And he said, because there's going to be a court date and you need to get down there. So I had 1 week. I called, the woman spoke. She said,
So his passing, his spirit told you that, God's spirit, or your partners, or the preacher man who transcended. Did he tell you that? I'm kind of lost on that part. And please, I promise you, I'm not gonna go back and look at it, because it's not that serious. I'm just not gonna go look at it. I'm sorry. I know y'all probably want me to answer that question, but it took him 30 minutes just to even explain that. So we're not going back over that, okay? So whatever it is, I'm going to assume. Okay? I'm going to assume. And if I make an ass out of myself and assume it, I'm okay with it this time, okay? Trust me, I'm trying to save our lives here. I'm trying to save lives.
oh my goodness, Mr. Darren, you got to be here, because she could get full custody. And if she has an abandonment order, she said, yeah, there's a court date. I knew nothing of it. And she said, you have 1 week. It's next Friday. God woke me up. I didn't know nothing about it.
Okay, cool. Just tell God you woke you up, or some spirit, something woke you up. One of your ancestors, God, whatever. You got woke up to go to court and find out what the heck is going on, because you already knew how she played. I got it. Let's go.
So I'm going to try to hurry up and get this video done.
Please do. Please.
And I went down there. And sure enough, before this, I had called, because I had no contact with Keke Wyatt, my ex-wife, because she's a lunatic.
Oh,
And I couldn't speak with her. Everything, when I get away from the abuse and the verbal abuse and attacks and stuff and the belittling, I'm not going to allow you to do that anymore.
okay.
So that communication is cut off for life. She's my.
I understand that. Unfortunately, that's kind of one of those situations. I no, I really understand what he's saying about dealing with somebody that's crazy and a lunatic. I get it. I don't think he lying about that. Yeah, I get it. However, y'all do have two children together, so you unfortunately have to talk to her or get a lawyer because you said you had some money, right? So why didn't you get a lawyer to talk to this woman? So you didn't have to, to get with the lawyer and had a lawyer kind of handle all that, right? Because she's a celebrity. Not saying she rich, we ain't saying that, but we saying that she's a celebrity, and by her being a celebrity, you certainly, or it didn't matter who she was, okay? By her being anybody, you could have gone to the court. See, that's what I'm saying about these men. A lot of times they don't handle their business. When you leaving a person and you have every right not to be there if they are mentally oozing you and not treating you right, they mean whatever. Right? He have every right to leave her just like she have every right to throw his ass out. Okay? But if you know you ain't coming back, then why wouldn't you go down and go ahead and file? Since you're a man of the cloth, since you're a man of God, okay? If by you being a man of God, why wouldn't you have gone down to the courthouse and filed like, hey, I'm leaving this bitch, the separation, you are not getting along. I want child cut. I mean, I want to have visitation, or I want child custody, or I want to split my rights. I want not split my rights, but I want to share custody. Okay, it's literally that simple. Okay, and a lot of people get up here and be like, "Oh, it's too hard to do." No, the fuck it ain't. Just go do it. Just go do it. If you don't want to deal with somebody and they crazy and they insane or whatever, and you don't want to deal with them, then go to court. If they making it hard for you, because people do make it hard on both ends. I've seen men make it hard for women to have contact with their children, and I've seen women do it too. Okay, so I ain't gonna sit up here and say that either one probably did, especially when you going through the thick of, especially in the beginning. In the beginning, it don't be no joke, right? And sometimes it never get better, right? But at the end of the day, you are a man or a grown man who say you're a man of the cloth. So why didn't you take it upon yourself to go handle your business? Okay, and you wouldn't have had to been dealing with all this. You wouldn't have had to worry about her personal abandonment if you had taken your ass down there to that courtroom and go and handle your business when you left. Hello, sir.
My sister in the Lord now. Always really has been. It should have stayed that way. I really, honestly, I wish that she never contacted me, text me, and then I called her. But God will different, and he knows what he's doing better. That he has a bigger picture. With all that being said, I'm just trying to give you an outline of where I'm going with this, that concerning what does this have to do with God's glory.
Thank you. Please get
Well,
golly.
I knew Keke's grandfather very well.
Okay.
First thing, Keke, baby Kiva, and Kendall, we grew up together. They were younger, much younger than me, even her, and we were like brothers and sisters. And but they were younger, and we grew up. And their church was only maybe 12, 13 minutes away from my father's church,
Okay.
south side of Indianapolis, Voice of Pentecost.
So you a ninja from Indianapolis, Indiana. So you don't know how to play the game, sir. Do y'all smell where I'm coming from? Hello? Do y'all smell? Y'all still here with me? Do y'all smell where I'm coming from? Okay. Girl, how you doing, Monica? Welcome to Mixed Flick Palace. Yes, Leah, read the book, that book too. Times, exactly. This is not a sermon, right? This is messy, exactly. I mean, come on. How you doing, Monica? Welcome to the Big Flicky Palace, girl. Miss Jones, tell them again. They not listening, okay? Golly, I feel like, come on, sir, get to the point now. We don't want to hear about God's glory. I mean, we listen. Okay, let me say it in case my ancestors hear me, because I do have some ancestors that be talking like this. Okay, not all my ancestors talk like this, but some of my ancestors talk like this. Okay, so, sir, um, I just sometimes we just want people to be normal, right? I mean, I'm not saying I shouldn't say that because I'm not normal, right? Me telling somebody they need to be normal is crazy, right? Me of all people, right? Okay, let me say this. Let me say it differently. Okay, y'all listen. Okay, let me drink some. Let me drink some of this cranberry juice, and then I'm gonna drink my water. Okay, and then we're gonna get back on this bike. When I get there, I gotta wash this one little skillet out. It's hard to wash out. Okay, listen, sir. I'm sweating, sir. I'm working out. I've worked out. I'm still. I gotta go back to it because I gotta do 60. I gotta do 70. Sorry, I gotta do 70 crunches. I gotta do 70 squats, right? And I gotta do them every day. Okay. Uh, and sir, I'm sweating because I'm moving around. This is still an exercise for me because I'm still moving around. Okay. And sir, by that happening, we don't have time. We got 15, 18. Excuse me. Thank you. We have 18 people in here that's wanting to come and listen to my reactions or our reactions over here at the Crystal Palace. Because it's not just about me, it's y'all too, okay? If y'all would like me to throw the link, I'll throw the link. We can all react together. Now, by us coming here to the Crystal Palace, all of our crystals, we are all here, gathered here today to listen to this man. And what we're saying is, sir, we need you to mosey on with this. We don't have time for the glory to the God. You can say amen here and there. You can even say hallelujah. Okay, hallelujah. You can say that. We cool with that. That's okay. Listen, I don't have to be a Christian to respect other people's religion. I promise you, I'm such a diverse person in the world that you want to meet. I accept. I go as I come. If I come into your city and you like Dr. A, I'm a church. I go to church. I'll go to church with you. If you say I'm a Buddhist, I go to Buddhist. I go to Buddhist temple. That's one of my favorite places. But I go to different places. I go anywhere. It's a couple places I won't go. One is the devil worshiping. that I'm not gonna do. I even go with you if you want to cut chicken head off. I even go there with you. That's fine. I feel at home there. But I ain't no devil worship. I don't do the devil worship. Okay. But and I don't mess around with the Jehovah Witness. I'm sorry if you're a Jehovah Witness. I apologize. But I just kind of get away from there. But everything in Hebrew Israelite, it depends. I just don't want you yell at me. Don't yell at me. Just if you want to read some parts of the Bible, just read it, but don't yell at me. Okay, that's all I want you to do. Don't do that to me. Okay, but anywho, but sir, this is a messy area. You're being messy right now, and I don't need you to camouflage it as you're not being messy because you're straight up being messy. And don't say you speaking the truth because there's 6 sides to every story. Okay, I used to say it's 3 sides to every story, but then I overthink things, so it's really six. Okay, so what I want you to do is not do that. You understand? Do you hear me, sir? You understand? Okay. So when we move further into this situation, we want you, yeah, normal is boring. So we want you to move further and we want to get you to whisk. I want you to whisk away in the conversation and not doing what you've been doing, okay? You gotta tell the story. We want the best, sir. We don't want the glory to God. I mean, you can say a hallelujah a couple of seconds, you know what I mean? But just keep the story going. Don't tell us about your father who was at this particular church, unless it has a back. If you're trying to give us background, like how you knew Keke, this part is fine. But we don't. We just don't want the glory to be to God. Hallelujah. Okay. Because if you keep doing it, sir, I'm gonna have to speed you up. Okay. And we're gonna miss some of the story because we can't take it. Okay. All right. Thank you. And this is us interviewing you, sir. Okay. Thank you.
And my dad's church was both what is it?
It's your damn daddy's church. How the fuck you don't know what your sorry, y'all. It's your father's church. How come you don't know your father's name? You don't know if it's the fifth, the fourth, the 10th, the 12th. Sir, Google it. Google it.
Ooh, I forget it.
Didn't you go to church with your daddy, with your papa? Weren't you in the first pew, in the family pew, with your mammy, with your mama, your granny, and your grandpa? When y'all in the first pew, when your papa, with your pop, when he in the first pew singing and doing the hymns and going, when he doing that, sir, and you don't remember what the name of the church was, as many times you went every day of the week. So you don't remember, oh God. Come on. See, that's why I want you to be talking about no glory be to God, because you can't remember your daddy church. Don't talk about the Don't sing the coming of the Lord. You better not do that. You better not break out in song. I promise.
uh, North Alabama Street, downtown Indianapolis, not too far from downtown. I was thinking of the address.
Oh my God, you don't even remember the damn address. Shit. I mean, I can accept you don't remember if it was the fifth or the fourth or the sixth or the tenth or whatever, but you don't even know the damn address name. You don't even know what address that street was on, sir. Okay, let's go.
Of my dad. It's been so long. It's been years.
Yeah. Excuse
But
me.
it was his church was downtown Indianapolis, right downtown. Like I don't know, 6 minutes from downtown. When you drive right downtown, right there.
Okay, so basically, so we don't care. It's that's irrelevant to the story. Okay, okay. So let's just sum it up. Your father's church is downtown in somewhere in damn Indianapolis. It's almost downtown. It's 10 minutes away from whatever. Let's go. Damn.
And so they would come after church. Not trying to make a story too long.
But you are.
And that's how I knew. I knew them since she was 6 years old. Her brothers, her baby Kiver loved me. At 10 years old, 13, he had some traumatic experiences, and I was there to stand up for him. Even going after some people, like physically, like, to take up for him. Nobody else did. And he
So basically, this is one of the things I do know because we watched R&B divas. So what I think that's the brother that is with the LBGQ. From my understanding, I guess he was touched by somebody. And Keke Wyatt, don't sue me because I don't recall. I'm just summing it up real quick because he's not saying. But if I recall, it was something to the effect of maybe he was touching in church or something like that. It was something to that effect. Somebody touched him in maybe possibly the church, allegedly. Okay, so don't sue, girl, because I can't take her all your 2,000 children. Okay, hey, he brought this up. I'm just trying to remember what happened, what was alleged to have happened, what the rumor is out there. And I apologize to your brother if this is not true. I apologize to you if it's not true, but it's allegedly. Okay. And so I guess he stood up for him because he claims nobody else would. So he is the hero because God called him to come to everybody's rescue. Okay. So he is ordained through only God. Nobody else gave him the rights. God said to him, to thee, sir, go out there and go and say Keke Wyatt brother. So you eventually will end up marrying her, and your marriage will end in divorce, and you will produce two children with her. And this is what it is. And she's like, I'm pregnant. Let's go.
loves me for that. And
And use the bag carrier. Okay, use the bag carrier. Okay, cool. Let's got it. Let's go.
so to this day. And so that's still his sister. And so no love is lost. It is what it is. Sometimes family, they just try to keep the peace. They know what's up. They know what's going on with you. But listen, your family, they just try to do the best they can and stay family.
Same way they probably did with you, and your family does with you, and that's probably the same thing they did with her because both of y'all are probably a funky mess. That's what it kind of look like. It don't sound like you that easy to deal with. Either. I know she ain't. That's already documented. I mean, you got to be crazy as hell that married her. I'm serious, sir. But let's continue. I don't want to hold up your story any much longer. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to scrape this little bowl out. It's almost done, y'all. Okay, there we go.
Whatever. With all that being said,
And that's the thing I don't like. I don't like it when people be like, "Oh, people's family be knowing what's up with her. They just tolerate her." When you in a situation like my family love me unconditionally, what do you mean, sir? You know what I mean? My family, I'm sure some of my exes said this about me too. It's like, yeah, Amira, her family know how she is, right? Well, sometimes family don't really know you. My family don't really know me for real. I mean, to be honest, just all fairness they really don't know me. Okay, they don't know why I think the way I think. It may be a couple. It might be out of. We had a large family, so out of 10,000 people, people might, and that's how many it was. Okay, now I got more family. Okay, by the way, so they don't know me. Okay, they don't know me. Okay, so that's not necessarily fair to say because sisters sometimes you don't. Your sisters are not gonna know everything about you. Am I right, daughter? Aren't you you one of the youngest ones? So your family don't exactly know you. They just know you to be the little sister. And they know what you did when you was little. When you got caught, whatever, or not caught, or whatever the case is. Or they might have ratted on you, or maybe they helped you out of a scenario that happened when you was young. When we grow up and become adults, guess what? We don't, the people don't know us like they used to. Okay, so another person probably can come in and say, "Well, your sister," unless we talking, unless we close cousins. But I'm not close to a lot of my family like that. Not for real. I kind of keep myself, I kind of focus on my family. My children barely know me. They know me. They know me. They know me. Their mother. They know me in the capacity of go sit down. Let's get your homework done. I love you. What's wrong? Something wrong? I'm here for you. Um, they know me. You know what I'm saying? And if whatever they want to know, they just ask. You feel me? But they don't know every aspect of me because those are my children. So I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be a certain way with them than I would be in a relationship. You understand what I'm saying, sir? So that's not a fair statement, but let's continue.
Her grandfather knew the calling on my life, Bishop Payne.
Oh God.
I used to go to his church, and before that, he was my former pastor.
Didn't I just tell you this bullshit? Didn't I just tell you we don't want to hear about the calling of your life never? Didn't I just say that we didn't want to hear the calling of your life? Didn't I just say that, everybody has a calling, sir? You are no different. Listen, sir, we are all special in our own way, okay? Elder Barge said it right. He said, love me in a special way. You know what I mean? So we all special. I'm special in my mama's eyes, right? I'm not gonna be as special in my auntie eyes. You understand what I'm saying? My mama, if my mama gonna be, I got two mamas, okay? So I'm definitely special, right? But I'm not gonna be special to Dorla. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be special to Dorla's family, cause I'm not. You know what I mean? Come on, sir. Like, God, come on. Everybody's not gonna be special. You know what I mean? Just like Philip is only special to his Philip Jasmine's man, ex man. He's her baby daddy. He's only special to people in his family. He's not gonna go to uh legendary. Philip's not gonna say, "Well, that boy legendary is some special kind of guy." He's not, because that's not his son. You get what I'm saying? So we gonna cut this out. And besides, her grandfather, I'm almost sure I can guarantee he's not alive right now to be confirming or denying this. Okay, so sir, keep the unalive out your mouth, please. Can you do that for me? Please don't go comment, please, God. I feel like harps are gonna come out of heaven and I'm going to hear coming of the Lord. Coming of the Lord. We don't want to hear that, sir. Just get to the point. This is mess, sir. You're on YouTube to do what? Mess. You got 2.27K followers. Not that much more than me, right? So what that means is you want to get your YouTube and ministry up and mess up, then you're going to have to not do this shit you're doing right now. We don't want to hear all that. Listen, come on, sir. You're here to spill the juice on Keke. Okay? Stay focused. We don't want to hear about what you done told her, what her grandfather allegedly said, which I don't believe. Okay? And if he said that to you, he was just trying to say that to make you feel better about yourself. Okay? You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Pastor's assistant pastor. This guy.
Oh, God.
He was his assistant pastor. And he was a mighty man of God. He was a prophet also, a great man of God. And he
Oh,
didn't
God.
necessarily talk to everybody a lot. He could be a man of few words. Uh,
Oh,
the surprising thing, people knew how
Ra, Ra, please. Like, do I have to call on every Egyptian god? Do I have to call Osiris? Do I need to call on every ascended master to get you to cut it out? Come on, sir. This is no proof of this. He might have said it about everybody. They always say this stuff. And they not ordained by God. God just say, well, you I ain't gonna go there. Let me shut up. Okay, everybody has gifts, okay? Sir, everybody has gifts. Everybody has gifts. Some more, something else. There are some people in the church that do have gifts. And they don't have to be ordained. And what y'all call ordained by God is not necessarily what it really is. Y'all call ordained, some of y'all in the church, not all, but some of y'all in the church call what which I say ordained by God by somebody like what one of the people in the priesthood, or I'm sorry, I'm talking Catholic Church, somebody in the church that is up on a higher ranking level because it's a business. Church is a business, and I'm not mad at that. Hey, it's nothing wrong with church being a business. It's fine. Okay, cool. I went to the monastery, and that's how I became Dr. A, but that's a whole nother conversation. But okay, someone basically chose you all from this particular higher up. They saw something, they saw that you might have had a certain look to you, or maybe you represent, or maybe you talked about the Bible really good. They liked the way you talked about the Bible, or maybe you was in the music aspect, or you could sing. They said, well, that would be, she could be a great ministry, or you was youthful. And they said, well, they can bring the youth back into the church or whatever. So they said, we're going to reach out to Zachariah and put him in a position where he could, help to grow the church. And that's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense, right? Um, but that wasn't necessary. I'm not gonna say that wasn't God, but I'm gonna say that was a man, okay? Uh, but I'm going, and this is not my belief. This is based off um me going to school for this and me understanding like how certain things work. Okay. And I do, and I could go to any church around the world, whether it's church, whether it's non-church, whether it's spiritual. I can go to any spiritual doctorate and break stuff down from every. Okay, that's relevant, but you understand what I'm saying, y'all. So my point is, the way he's talking, he's saying like he got a calling, like it's just the ministers in the ministry basically called you in and felt maybe you could bring the youth back. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. I shouldn't do this thing that I'm doing right now, but it's just he's getting on my nerves, so I have to rush him along, okay? Because he's making it as if y'all and me and everybody else is not don't have a purpose here. That he has a purpose because of this, and see, this is probably why she didn't treat you like a man, because you really soft. Number one. Number two is because you embellish. It feels like you're doing a lot of embellishing. I'm just being honest. I don't know you, but it's just how I feel. Okay, sir? Let's go.
Quiet he could be, but he did a whole lot of talking to me.
And you're a little sweet too. Did I mention that? But let's go. When I mean
He
sweet, I don't mean like you're a nice person. I'm like, oh, he's so sweet. I don't mean like that. I mean like sugar in the tank, like pink, like like rainbow, that kind of stuff. But hey, that's alleged. Don't know, can't prove it. But you just sound like it. You sound soft. That's all.
knew who I was, the God's hand on my life, and we would talk in secret. I saw his death 6 months before it happened.
Okay.
I told her about this.
Have a good third.
We actually took a trip before he died because I had told her I had a vision. What was the vision? The vision, he was in like a 57 Chevy. He was laying on the back of the seat with
Okay, sir. So
with a blanket over him.
okay, so I get it. Basically, you're intuitive, right? We all have that ability, sir. You're not the only one. There's so many others. There's some that's after you, and there's some before you. Okay. I told you my uncle predicted the C9. I mean, all kind of stuff before, like in 1970s. But that's a whole nother conversation. Okay, so we get, sir. We all have intuitive energy. Some of us have it stronger than others. Get it? Okay, so can you move on from that? We get it. So you saw your mentor, which was hence Keke Wyatt's grandfather. Got it. Okay. Um, and I'm sure when you kept saying this, she probably told you to shut the fuck up. I'm almost sure of it, because that being her relative and that being something is irritating to her that she don't feel like hearing about her grandfather, and then probably because everybody in her family probably know it's a lie, and not only that, I think that they probably think you a little slow. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just, sir, just don't be mad at me. I'm just kind of expressing some things to just how I feel. They might think of you as somebody that's been a little touched somewhere, because you kind of come off like that, and they probably just be like, kind of like, Daryl, go sit that boy down somewhere. You know what I mean? And so Keke probably got tired of that. I'm not, and we know Kiki Wise boom food crazy. Okay, we're gonna play these games. Let's go.
him where he was sick as unto death. His wife was in the front seat, and that representation in the driver's seat is she would be the second. She would be next to go. She died 3 months after him,
Okay.
and she wanted
Most people, when they are been married for a very long time, either they die right after them. It could be months after them or years after them, but they die of a broken heart or they have loneliness, which is why a lot of times when people or widowers, one of the things that they do is get like friends that they can hang out with, so they don't, so that part of them, because already one part of them has already transcended, because they that's the love of their life, right? So some part of them has kind of gone, so that's why they keep busy. Not only they'll be doing potty classes, whatever, doing going to church a whole bunch, or they'll find a little friend to be with, you know what I'm saying, which is nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we get it. Okay, let's go. I mean, sir, come on, let's just wrap this up. But I do like your interpretation. I am going to tell you something, sir. What I did enjoy is your interpretation of you saying about those dreams do mean a lot. Okay, sir. So when you have a dream like that, and that was definitely another way, because I do dream interpretation as well. So I would have broken it down just like how you said it. And I like how you did that. But let's go.
to go. She wanted to be with her husband, and God willed it,
Exactly.
and she was allowed to go through only 3 months, and she boom, she went to heaven as well to be with her husband.
Died of a broken heart. I got it. She died of a broken heart. Got it. Yeah. Yes, sir. That happens a lot of times. Okay. Which is why I said that, you know, they'll give up on life. Right. That's what happened to my mother. My mother gave up on life because after her last, well, a lot of her sisters started dying, the sister that she was really close to, that she talked to every day, that she really connected with, her brain really started to deteriorate at that point. You know, they was already working with her. She was getting better, and once that sister died, and then her brother died, her other brother that she was close to, that her sister was close to as well. Once they started dying, and then once her youngest brother died, it was like back to back to back to back to back. Her mind just started slipping and just got further and further, and she just didn't, even to the point where she didn't recognize me. You know what I mean? So I understand that. Okay, but that's what happens. You know what I mean? So I can say, so I understand what you're saying, sir. But come on, let's keep going, okay?
Before, when we went down to visit before his passing, nobody knew. You know, I told Keke, the Lord showed me, it was 6 months. He spoke to me. He took me out. Raja, my second oldest son, is very inquisitive. He's very smart. Very.
Okay, so when he says Raja, when he says second oldest sons, he's referring to Kiki's son. I guess he considers them his children. So even to this day, I think that's a pretty, that's, I don't think that that's mean. I think that that's pretty cool that he still kind of considers them his his steps. I mean, I guess his children. But it's at the same time, although I think that's cool and nice and sweet, I still think that's a little weird too. You know, I think it's both. I think it's really cool, sweet, but I think it's a little weird as well. Okay, but let me read your comments. Are you all saying anything? Okay, Teresa. You just got by. Or we talk. What are we talking about now? Okay, so Teresa, we talking about Kiki Wyatt. Okay, so we're talking about Kiki Wyatt and her ex-husband. Do you know who Kiki Wyatt is? Please don't make me have to explain again. Okay, so Kiki Wyatt is an R&B singer. In case you don't know, I'm not trying to be funny. She's an R&B singer who basically is crazy, allegedly. She had one husband, her very first husband. She came out late 90s, early 2000s, and she had this song "Am I Dreaming." It's a remake. She did a remake of with Avant. Am I dreaming? And you know, am I just imagining the fear in my mind? Okay, anyway, you get what I'm saying? So she sung that. She sung some other songs. I can't remember, girl. Not that many songs, but her career was really starting to fizzle because the girl can sing. Her mama used to be in a chitlin scene in the gospel community. Um, And her mom was, she's biracial, Keke Wyatt is, and her mom's white, but her mom can blow. Like like she can blow now, for real. I'm not lying. Like she can blow. And this, she's definitely not a stereotype, okay? She can blow. Okay? Like she can blow. Like if you close your eyes, you think she was a black woman. I'm just being stereotypical, but I have to be honest, okay? That's the only way I can describe her. Anyway, so she did a lot of singing and stuff for people back in the day. Keke White got mad at her husband. She claimed her husband was putting his hands on her, and legend has it, like she stabbed him. She went on a radio show and talked about stabbing, that she stabbed him. Then she went to jail for a little while, and she had 4 children with him. Then she married this guy, her manager, Michael Ford, or Michael, whatever his name, Michael Ford, and she married him. And then she had 5 children with him. No, she had four. What she had? She had 3 with the first one. She had 4 with him, and then he left her right in the middle of her pregnancy. She was 8 months, and one of her oldest boys, had cancer, and he left her while she was 8 months pregnant because he said she was too emotional, girl, and she is. She was on R&B Divas. Okay, let's go. Hopefully, you know what I'm talking about. So this is where we are. Okay. Dr. A, give him a break. Nope, I will not. Can Jazzy get a life? Yeah, I had some jeans delivered, and I'm back to the size 4. Congratulations, if that's where you want to be. Um, I'm having visions now. I understand. He's having visions now. I'm sure. Wait, repeat that. You really only can pass away from a broken heart. I know a lot of people, uh right, I know, I agree with that. Yeah, you know, a lot of people that pass. What do you want me to repeat, Passion? If you want me to repeat anything, please let me know. I'll be happy to do that for you. Okay. um I know who she is, but was not sure about who he was. He's her ex-husband. He's her third ex-husband, and counting. Okay, we talking about Keke Wyatt here. Okay. um but let's continue. um Dollar size 4, you're tiny. Yes. Beautifully. I haven't wore a size 4 when I first got off of meat. I went down to a size 4. Okay. And I looked crazy. But I'm sure it looks really good on you, Dollar. I promise. I know it looks good on it. Thank you for taking it down for me. No problem. I know her name, but I don't know much about her. Okay, no problem. Yeah, so I really promise you, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, I gave you a full complete rundown. I promise, but he's going to tell us more. Okay, he's going to give us the tea. Okay, y'all. I was listening, but when he got to the part where he said the woman passed after her husband, I see that a lot. Exactly. It takes so much to stay here after you've lost your mate. Exactly. That's very true. Very, very true. um okay. uh it's a choice to stay. That's very true. Yeah, a lot of times, like he said, now what he just said was very profound about, hey, she just kind of wanted to go. She was done. She didn't want to be here. And that's why, again, when you are a widower, it's important. I'm not saying that you need to heal and you need to keep, I'm not going to tell you to keep yourself busy, but I'm saying don't allow yourself to go into depression. And that's something I told my father. I was like, Daddy, do not allow yourself to go into pressure, because my mama would not want you to be doing that. My mama wants you to have fun. Now, is she gonna like hunt you for being with whores? Yes, she is. I said, but however, and then he started laughing. I said, but however, you still need to have a life. And I just don't oppose to you not enjoying your life. You deserve it. You worked hard. You're retired. You're a good man. You're a good looking dude. You have a right to have fun. You do. So keep living your life. And he said, that's what I'm going to do. Because he kind of went a little depressive, you know, a little bit, but he kind of worked his way out. My daddy got cancer. He's still like, fuck this. I'm still kicking it. He still go out. He still do things. He done lost 2 of his brothers within the span of 3 years, y'all. Lake had a baby and passed away, and I was always drawn to her. She's misunderstood, estimated. Okay. Keke ops spelled backwards. Okay, gotcha. Oh, got you. I got you. I know you're talking about. Okay, let's go. All right, let's go. You ready? My sister turned into a hoarder after both of her husbands and daughter died. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry for anybody who have a loved one who passed away. She stopped to feel, but right, void, right, right. She shopped to fill the void. I mean, sometimes we have to do that, but once we get to the point where we understand, okay, this is a problem, we have to keep moving on. You know what I mean? And that's why I have to. That's why I call my daddy a lot. And, sometimes he's like, "Girl, you don't have to do nothing. But call me once a week." Girl, he be telling me to call him to stop calling him so much. So I'll create new reasons to call him. Like I'm getting ready to tell him something. Like I'll be like, "Daddy, guess what I found out?" He'll be like, "What?" And I call him and I tell him a joke or something. So I find new ways to call my father. I make up reasons to call my father so I can talk to him more. So he don't, it ain't like my daddy do have a girlfriend, but well, that's a whole other conversation. That's not a bad conversation, but he definitely has. His brother, his one of his brothers that he's really close to passed away. So the younger brother passed away. That wasn't as hard for him because he was kind of on some, if you do certain things, this is what's gonna happen. And so he was kind of like, I ain't going to your funeral. So if you pass away, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going because you shouldn't have been doing what you was doing. That's kind of how my daddy is. I ain't gonna lie. He did not go to his funeral. He did not even go to the other brother funeral. The reason why he didn't go there because my father has cancer, and I think that's too much. Now that would be too much for him to see, and I think that was hard for him to see the other situation. Just being honest, because my mother's funeral was really hard for him too because we had to kind of hold them up. But anyway, I'm gonna get more of it. Okay, so y'all, so we're gonna continue on. And I know y'all want me to come in here and be sugar the plum with this man, but I'm not. I'm not getting ready to be sugar flour plumbing. I'm just going to. I'm going to continue to do my commentary. I'm not going to treat him no differently because he's a Christian. Okay, I'm giving y'all fair warning. I'm going to treat him accordingly. Okay, we come from the mess and we want him to have the best. Okay. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. Okay, yes, a lot of people hoard. Yes, they do when they lose someone. Yeah, that's true. Most of the time, something traumatic has happened to them to make them hoard. That is very true. Very true. Very true, passion. Yes.
Intelligent, kind of like a little genius. He asked me, he said, Zach, what did y'all talk about? We were gone for maybe an hour. He was talking about the calling on my life. And as to get
See, I'm just telling y'all. I mean, I don't think y'all understand. Okay, when I tell you, when I tell you, I'm just gonna tell you stuff. I just can see. I mean, I just know bullshit when I see it, okay, y'all. And sometimes I think that sometimes people prop themselves up more than what they are. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. And he's just kind of one of them dudes that try to prop himself up more than what he is. I'm not saying he don't have a sixth sense. I think he does. I think he understands. We all do. I think everybody on here has intuitive energy. We all have a third eye. We just all do. Some of us more powerful than others, right? But what I'm saying is, I think that sometimes people manipulate, and I believe he's a manipulator. But let's continue to hear the story. So I can't lay off of him, and I can kind of I see something here, okay? But let's continue. All right, I'm trying to speak and get this on the road, get out this kitchen. All right, let's continue,
ready for the glory
y'all.
that was coming. You want to know the discussion, even from Mama Lorna Jean
No, I don't.
with Daddy? Talking about, son, I'm getting ready to leave here.
Oh,
And you need to get ready for the glory.
oh,
He knew the struggles with me and Keke. He already foresaw things. And he told me to do the best that I could. And whatever the Lord will do, he will do righteously. But to get ready for the power of God, the glory of God to come upon me and to be used greatly by the Almighty God.
okay, sir, here's the deal. And I would never make fun of anybody's religion. I won't. That's not who I am. Okay? No matter what you believe. I trust me, it's no judgment. But what I'm telling you, sir, this is the deal. You can't have it both ways. You can't spill the tea or spill the wine or spill the shiggity on a person or be messy, right? And they come up here and start throwing it in the name of Jesus. No, sir. No, we're not gonna let you do that. We just want you to go ahead and spill the tea. Can you just spill the tea? If you spill the tea, I would feel so much better. I would not say nothing because I know what your intentions are. Your intentions is to destroy, to make people side eye her. We already side eyeing Keke because we know who she is. But you want to make us further side eye her. See, think about it. If you have an ex, y'all. No. Be honest now. Suppose you dated a guy and you liked him or whatever, and if he came up here, it wasn't even a dialogue. See, you can't have it both ways. You can't come up here and try to do a dialogue or something and clown somebody on the side and then start trying to talk about God in one another breath. I mean, it's the way he doing it. Now I've met people. I have a partner, and I will share that on my members only again because she's updated so much, Ms. Jones, that we're gonna watch. It's gonna be good. It's gonna get even better. Okay, she uploaded much more. I got you. Okay. But listen, um, I had to delete that other live because I was having internet issues and it kept on pop. I was in an outage. But listen, and I didn't know it was an outage until I went to the application. But here's the thing. Um, I don't mind you. It's a difference in being a spiritual religious person and understanding divine intervention and being connected and being, you know, Christ-like or touched by an angel, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, y'all. Whatever. Okay. Not here to judge, not here to be nasty. But when you experience certain things, it's the way that people go about expressing themselves. And the way he's doing it, he's messy. And he needs to be honest with his messiness. Because he's not being forthright, y'all. Because you have to ask him, like, because he done went up to Tasha K now. Okay, did y'all know he's on Tasha K's application on Tasha K's Tasha K W Tasha K live or whatever. He's on her app. Okay. So this is not no, come on, man. We ain't gonna play this game. Y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. Okay, that's not what we're gonna do here. We got to start being honest now. I'm not getting ready to sit up here and spur him because his spiritual religious beliefs. He could be a Muslim. I would still treat him accordingly. He could be into metaphysics, the same. He could be whatever. I'm still going to say what I say, okay, y'all? So don't be trying to make me spur him. Fuck that. Let's go. Because this is some shit right here. And don't get me twisted. I believe him, though. But I don't like the I like, I'm glad he's speaking out and expressing himself, but we still at the same time, we have to be honest and say that this is messy. We just have to acknowledge that it's messy. You understand what I'm saying? Because has she come out here and clown him about him? Who did it first? Did he do it first or did she do it first? We can't come out here and act like he not being messy, y'all. That's all I'm saying. He just got to call it what it is. And I don't like when people try to use God in a way that is not right. It's not right to get up here and use God and put God in on this. No, this is some shit that your ass did. And now you're using her family. I mean, think about this. Like, I don't listen. This ain't cool, y'all. Just think about it like this. If somebody you used to talk to come up here and say God told them that your mama came to them because God told them that after your mama done passed, before your mama passed, he says, oh, your mama, he comes up here live in front of everybody and says that his your baby daddy or your boyfriend or ex or whatever say that his mama that your mama done passed on or whatever, or one of your relatives done passed on, and they could see, they had an eye for seeing something, and they basically said hang in there with her because she ain't basically no good, or she's something else. This is some bullshit, y'all. That's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna play this game. No, I'm not gonna let it. Not over here on this platform. We're gonna call it what it is. It's messy, and that's okay. We like messy, but we gonna make him know it's messy. That's all.
So with that, she'd always said that because I had to restrain her. It was in 2019. She's being disrespectful. She mushed me in the face, finger in the eyes, verbal, physical, and I grabbed something out of her hand. She kicked me hard she could in the stomach. I grabbed her leg and I restrained her like the police. Okay.
Okay, so Keke, I'm not Keke, but Key is going off on Live, and it's live uh because she went to church. Why she getting mad because Liv went to church? I mean, what they got to do with her? So I mean, we all know Liv's a hypocrite. So what though Liv went to church? I mean, what? I mean, is she live now? Text me and tell me if she live now. Is she live now? Right. He is sweet as McDonald's tea. Right. She has a type. Right. Exactly. Definitely. I thought so. I thought so too. Yeah, he's definitely sweet as pie. Okay. So you said Liv is live. I mean, who is live? Keys. And so is Key. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Liv mentioned her on her panel. Okay. It's Key live right now. So I guess we have to wait till Key. We have to react to Key tomorrow because we can react to Key on your platform if she hurry up and get done. I don't like reacting unless they done with talking. It's nothing important. Oh, okay, got it. All right. Well, we can talk about that tomorrow if you like. If y'all want to talk about Key tomorrow, I mean, if she's still live, if she's ended her live and y'all want to go over there, it's if the crystals, we can go over to Key once she finished with her live. If she's done with her live, I'll be happy to go over there. But if she's still live, I obviously can. So let's continue. Because we're going to get into the juice now. Y'all gotta listen to this tea now. Come on, y'all. Work with me. He's just long winded.
And she hated me for that. And so she's very violent.
Yeah, that would got on my nerves too. I wouldn't have liked how you used her family. I wouldn't have liked how you used her family in this situation. I would have felt the ways too. You know what I mean? I would have felt the ways too because you kind of using her family to you know to manipulate her spiritually. That's just how I see it. But again, I look at things differently. You're talking to somebody different. Let's continue.
And she could whoop anybody, man, woman, it don't matter. And threats. I'll break a wine glass. I'll stick it. I'll stick the end of it through your throat. And she stabbed her first husband. I understand.
Well,
Violent.
wait.
Excuse me. And it was just ridiculous.
And you thought she thought she was gonna love on you to the mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? If I get with a dude and it's some things. Like if he tell me like, hey, me and my ex-wife used to fight, you understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, well, look, we not fighting. You put your hands on me one time, it's gonna be a problem, right? But if he done said that he done killed the ex-wife or some shit, oh fuck that. I'm out. I'm out. You understand me? I'm the fuck out. Okay? Right. Okay. I like the little pink TV. That's cute. Little pink computer.
And pointing guns at me, all this stuff. Call me the B word all the time. But if I had something to say, shut up. If you don't quit talking, she'll go get her gun. I'll blow you. And so I stayed there for the younger kids, and try to.
I wouldn't have stayed there for no young kids. I would have me and them children got the fuck out of here. I'd have took my children and we would have got the hell out of Dodge, sir. I don't know what you talking about. You stayed there for a young kid. That's what I'm saying. This is opportunistic. Y'all don't see this. Now I think he get crazy. Don't get it twisted. I believe him. I do believe him. But he can't say on one hand he stayed there for the younger children. He probably just as crazy as she was. He sound like it, but let's go. Hold on, y'all. I'm doing these. I'm gonna do this. I'm doing sets of 10 on this thing to 70. I gotta go to 70. I gotta do this every day for 70, okay? I Gotta do it every day so I can get these. So I get this stomach. Yeah, I gotta get this stomach. I'm losing some of my stomach now. I can't be walking around looking like Jack, looking like flabby Chris, Live. Okay.
Ignore a lot of that stuff, but it got to the point you can't ignore years after years. But with all that being said, is
Too fucking long, son.
with that young lady back in the beginning when I came down there in 2018, the Lord spoke to her about the calling on my life
Oh God.
and told her, you shall call him David. She said it looked like I was dressed in white. Her, Mimi, and Lorna Jean, her mother, were all around me. And it's like I died, but I did not die. That was the Lord showing her a divine transformation that was to come in the future, the near future for me. And so the Lord had spoke to her about the calling on my life, how serious it was. Her father knew.
You so passionate. I'm tripping. No. Okay. Let me throw this in here. I did 20. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do this real quick. Okay. I have to ask you guys. I have to ask you all of you Christians a question because y'all always try to shame me. Y'all always come up in here and say, "Dr. A, be nice." No, no, y'all. Come on now. Let me do a panel discussion. Let's see what y'all say. Hold on. Let's do a not a panel discussion. Let's do a survey. Not a survey, but a questionnaire real quick. A poll. Let's do a poll. um, do yeah, yeah, think Keke Keke saw him as I don't want to say a coming Christ or a prophet. I guess a prophet. I should say a prophet. Okay, prophet, prophet coming to her. Okay. All right. I'm throwing this questionnaire in here. Okay. All right. There we go. Answer that questionnaire now. Because y'all not finna make me be the bad guy. No, y'all ain't. No, the hell y'all ain't. Okay? He definitely sweet tea. Okay? That's what I said from the get go. I said he's sweeter than a powdered oat cake. He's sweeter than a funnel cake at Six Flags at a carnival. Okay? Let's continue. Y'all ready? Okay. Y'all listening to this? Okay. Y'all answer that questionnaire. Okay? You said. Let's see how many jobs. Answer. Only one vote so far. Come on, let's vote, y'all. Vote.
Yes, he did. But I was going to say her grandfather, Bishop Payne, he knew. This is why he was talking about me before I got down there in 2018. He is a prophet. They don't even know him like I do. He's a prophet. He saw me coming.
See, that's an insult.
And he knew that he
People try to make it seem like they know your family more than y'all do. And a lot of those church people be doing that stuff. Like, you don't know my motherfucking mama more than I know my mama. Like, what you know what I mean? You just, I mean, sometimes sometimes church, sometimes people in spiritualities, because if you're there every day, they may know certain aspects about you. But this is kind of a religious manipulation. And so I could have these kind of conversations with y'all because I recognize spiritual manipulation. I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to tell you, you gotta be careful with this kind of stuff. See, this is why she treated him like she did. Let's go.
told my former pastor, Bishop Stone, he said there's greatness on his life. I remember one time he said, "How did you know?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "There's greatness on Zachariah David's life." And Bishop was he was my former pastor was a man of wisdom. And yes, he used to be a drug dealer. He was a liar. God will use whoever he want, and he still was doing shady things. The Lord
True.
always had a fight with him to do right. Mama Lorna, she remembered him, shady different thing. But God will use whoever he wants to use. And he was my Eli. If you remember Eli in the Bible, he did not do what was right before the Lord. He was the priest in the temple. Samuel took his place. Matter of fact, Eli prophesied.
So in other words, you was gonna take the place of Kiki Shepherd's grandfather because he wasn't righteous in the temple. So he said that because you have a better moral compass than he does, and you are basically better. Oh no, y'all, come on now. I would have cussed him out too. Come on, y'all. He's straight manipulated. Fuck this. I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen, okay, I ain't gonna say that else. I gotta say that.
Samuel's birth, and his mother was outside praying outside the temple, and Eli came upon her and said, "Get up, thou drunkard." He thought she was drunk. She said, "I'm barren," and she said, "I cannot have a child." And he said, "But this time next year, you will have a son." And she said she will dedicate him. Oh yes, prophet. Oh, she blessed the name of God. I will give him back to God. And so at 3, 4 years old, she gave the child back to God. And Eli mentored the boy. That's like me and my former pastor. He did not do what was right before the Lord. And even in the year 2000, uh, he spoke to us one Sunday in the congregation. He
You do me a favor, sir. Can you get on with this shit? You can, you this is just like golly. I don't like that. Can you just I just I'm sorry. I know y'all gonna be mad at Dr. A. That's okay. That's all right. Y'all can be mad at me all y'all want to, but fuck that. Y'all just got to be mad at me because I'm gonna call a skillet a skittle a skittle a skittle. Whether it's orange, green, or yellow, it's still a damn skittle. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. I done did 80. Okay. I went over. Probably I wasn't supposed to do nothing but 70. Okay. So I'm just gonna do 60 tomorrow because I shouldn't have did that many.
said, "Saints of God, pray for me. Uh, I had a vision, I had a dream, and it shall come to pass." The Lord spoke. I lost the anointing.
Do y'all mind if I move forward? Could we go and continue?
Keep me in your prayers. And after service, he came to me and he said,
So he's trying to find him a second wife, y'all. He's this man trying to get him another woman. Listen. I just been around so many preachers in my life that, and I'm not even in a church like that. I was never been in church like that, and this is why. This is possibly why. And this is not to not get anybody, but I'm just telling you that we. I just let me tell you something. To me, the best preachers are the ones that just are. You understand what I'm saying? You never know. I don't necessarily have to know that you're a preacher. I could just feel your energy that you're a good person. You believe in doing good. I met a lot of great people in my life. There were ministers. There were different type of ministers in the mosque, in the Christian church. I just met so many different great people that just did their best that they had to do to do be good in life, and they didn't try to push it on you. They just was that. Come on, sir. Come on. You trying to land you another wife so you can live off of her too?
"Zachariah, what did I say?" He said, "Zachariah, what? Son, tell me what I would say." I want to say it exactly how he said it was. God said, "I will die." A former drug dealer. I was David. He taught me the do's and the don'ts.
Okay, I got it, sir.
He always taught me, don't be like me.
Thank you. Okay, we got it. Basically, you better than her dad, her grandfather. Okay, let's go.
Hey, you guys.
You made me say this. Sir,
I'm sorry I had to come.
sir, you owe me some money to have sat there through this whole sermon that you did on the cross. This is ridiculous. You are messy, and we want you to be messy. That's what you're gonna do, okay, sir? All right, y'all. Here come the mess. Golly, I apologize that y'all had to sit here for that.
For over a year. I was only able to see my son. I left again, as I was stating in my testimony. I left in November the 4th, 2023, November the 4th or so. 2023, and I did not see my son Kiriah until the end of June, which was the divorce court for me and Keke Wyatt.
Now you're talking, sir. That's ridiculous. Why did you have a lawyer or whatever? Did you why did you get you a decent lawyer where you could have visitations? And I know that even with a lawyer, sometimes they will still play games, but you could have put her in a contempt of court. So you can't play with people like this. You gotta make them ball down. You know what I mean? You can't play with them because they're gonna keep playing with you if they're allowed to. Let's go.
Where we would be have the divorce finalized, and I wasn't able to talk to him and see my kids. It was impossible for me to call her because I refused contact with her because of the maniac, her maniac ways, the demonic, the belittling.
I believe you. Now, sir, I kind of believe you now. All the other stuff you was talking, you should just got to this point. Sir, thank you.
The verbal abuse that's done for life, as I stated. And so at this particular time, I wasn't able to talk to them anyway because her and her cousin were living together. Call it allegedly or whatever.
Ooh, ooh, shit. No, you didn't, sir. For real, they was living together. Okay, hold on, y'all. Ooh, y'all listen to this? That's her cousin. Listen, hold on.
I want to say November the 3rd, I'm sorry, the 4th or so after I left,
40.
3 weeks later, Larry was living there in the house. She had moved Larry in, which is her cousin, Larry Weathers. And he was married, still married to his wife, Ebony Weathers. That's these guys. Okay. And I'll put that picture back up here in a minute. But forgive me, my camera is over here. So if I'm looking over here, it's just better for me. The way I have my camera, you got a bigger picture, but I'm looking at myself.
20 more, y'all. Woo. And it's hard. Okay, I'm gonna rest for just a second because that was a lot. Okay, sir. Okay, so she was living with her cousin, like her cousin, like they was. So was she live with they? Were they together? Are you sure they were together, sir? Tell. I mean, you kind of. You said allegedly, but tell us what. I want to know how you. And I believe you, it can happen, right? But I want to know how you came up with this part. Okay, let's go.
But the camera's over here, so don't pay any attention to that.
You don't care about that, sir. Just keep going. Now you're talking. Now,
So anyway,
we would have thought you was a bad person because you came up here and spilled your tea. We just don't want you to use it in the name of God. We just want you to just be more honest. Meaning, I don't mind you saying you bitter. I would rather you say, hey, I feel a ways. I feel like Keke is full of shit and I'm tired of everybody thinking Keke is not. I would rather you have said that, or I'd rather you have said you feel a ways, your feelings is hurt, and this is why you're doing this. That's all I'm saying. I just want to know your intentions. That's all. Listen, I'm an intention person. I can respect intentions of truthfulness than intentions of a lie. Because you went through around the Mulberry bush, you burned bushes, you went through the bush, you done got on Noah's Ark, you done sailed down the road, you done went around a circle, you done jumped to the loo and every damn thing else, but yet you have not told us why you've done this, sir. Let's go.
I was not able to, when I left and I had to leave for the last time, as I expressed my oldest son,
So basically you left a lot of times. I think you said 5. Let's go.
was bumping into me.
You have two children with her. And so your stepson got it from the first marriage, kept bumping into you, okay? Got it. And I respect the fact that you're not singling them out as my saying to my stepson, I respect the fact that you are still considering these children to be your children. Thank you. It's good. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's a little weird, but but I understand. I get it.
She had confronted my oldest son. I was the stepfather, his stepfather,
Got it.
for stealing her money.
Damn.
And he had been taking out over $100 a day, and she allowed it to go on for about 7 days. And so he had racked up over $1,000 he had taken from her out of the ATM. He was taking $100 out of the ATM plus.
And I would have fucked him up. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But that is no, ain't no child gonna steal no what not $5. If you don't take my money. You ask. You ask. Do not take my money. Don't take a penny from me. You understand? Let's go.
Him and his girlfriend Takaya
Crazy.
were spending 200 to 250 to $300 every other day. The expenses were every other day was like $300, $250 was racking up every 2 days of them going out to eat, going to different places, to fun places and stuff, and ordering stuff off Amazon. My second older son, again, was the stepfather. That's why I'm talking like this. He had recently, I don't know, 5 or 6 months prior, put the card, his mother's debit.
Okay, um, so was he kind of like her accountant or some shit? God damn.
Debit card, Kiki's debit card, on his older brother's phone. Raja has had her debit card since he was 14 years old. She allowed him when Michael Jamar, her ex-husband, left.
Second husband.
Raja, got him a card from the bank, another debit card, his own card, and at 14 had him paying the rent, the lease, the mortgage or whatever of the house, and paying bills. And so he would
I mean, all due respect, I'm not trying to count Kiki's pockets. I don't want to do that. But can I just say this? Again, Kiki, I can't count your wallet, your budget. I don't know. But it's not like you making Michael Jackson money. Can't you keep up with your own bills? Or hire a, I don't know. I'd be leery about them accounting services because there's been a lot of stuff that has happened. Like we see what's going on with Whitney Williams. I think we at a age where we really trust them. I think at some point in time we need to go over our books. If you do have an accounting person, then you need to go over your books with that accounting person. Okay, and look into your account and see what's been taken out and who's taking it out. And I wouldn't have gave him a card to my account. I would have just put an account separately that's just only for my bill money, and I only would have put a certain amount in there, and then he would have had to have a receipt. But to where he's gonna pay. But at 14, ain't no 14-year-old. I'm not getting ready to give no 14-year-old no credit card to pay my bill. What kind of shit is that? Anyway, let's go.
take her car and
That is so weird, y'all. I'm sorry. That is so weird.
he'd buy and do whatever he wanted to. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. He ate whatever he wanted to eat. Steak, lobster, shrimp. It don't matter what. He got whatever he wanted. And in my time being there over 5.5 years, it's sometimes 5 and 6 boxes coming every day. Sometimes it was two, but
You was making that much money where these children is buying fast food every damn day, 3, 4, 5 times a day, girl. And what about nobody wasn't buying no groceries and shit? Was your bills even getting paid? Well, apparently it was. I guess you ain't got put out. But golly. Let me see what y'all talking about these comments. I gotta do 10 more. I know this is wrong, but a minute someone brings up religion, I completely zone out and I don't hear anything but wah wah wah. Wah, wah. He was the manager. who the we talking about Michael? Yeah, of course Michael was his manager, but her son wasn't his manager. I mean her 14-year-old son was no manager. Oh my god. Hey guys, hey you guys. I can't imagine with religion talk. Sorry. Welcome back, Mrs. Jones. Okay, he is showing pics. Yes, right. I agree. How old is the oldest child? I guess like in their 20s. Right. He shouldn't have put the children in it. Exactly. He was the manager. Who? This guy was the manager. Passion. She is not the. She not that book right and busy right where she can handle her own bills. Exactly. It's crazy for her a 14-year-old right to be doing all that. Exactly. I think that's crazy too, right, Teresa? Okay, y'all, this is good. Now we getting good. I tried to do a background. I thought he was gonna really. I should have known, y'all. I seen it in his spirit that he was. I saw like him. I'm gonna be like him. I saw it in my spirit. I saw it in my spirit that he wasn't gonna do nothing but talk some ish. But let's continue.
It was something coming almost every day from Amazon. It seemed like from Raja with her money. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. She allowed it, and that's her business. I had no say so, and she was raising the older children, raising monsters because they were spoiled. And so sometimes she would not give the children money. And Bean did not have her card for all these years. He recently, before I left in 2023, November 2023, again, as I stated, his older brother, his younger brother, Raja, who had the car since he was 14, he had it put on his Apple phone, on the iPhone, to where he could, buy stuff. He had the card on his phone. So it was the same thing as having a physical card. That recently had happened, just before I left. So Raja was doing whatever he wanted. He went through like 13 cars in 2 months' time, lying, fake pay stubs, and all this stuff to get it done, to get the vehicles, and doing all this mess, getting checks from CarMax, and all this foolishness that they could, if they knew, it would put him in prison, put him in jail, fraud. And so I couldn't say anything about this. I knew all along. She was so ignorant. He'll tell her mom, deposit this check from me, from CarMax or whatever. Oh, okay. How did you get this? Dummy. God forgive me. Just ignorant. And so
I would have cursed him. I'll talk about my children. Talk about my damn children like that. Who the fuck he think he is? He said just dumb, just ignorant. Like, I would have cussed him out. Let's go, y'all.
with all that being said, she confronted Bean. He was the only one that was called into the room. He was the only one that was called into the room, and confronted him about taking her money. Now,
Damn, all of y'all need to put Wendy Williams' son, Kiki's son, and some more motherfucking children in the damn. See, most celebrities don't allow their children to have this type of access to their monies. I know the fuck I wouldn't. I wouldn't let me tell you something. I wouldn't allow none of my damn children to access to this kind of money. I take that back. I would probably one of my oldest son. The rest of them other two, that Pisces. Now she'll probably, she'll be like, "Shoot, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get my nails done." She'll go get her nails done. She'll go do it. Then could call me while she there. That's the type of person she is, and she'll pay me back. But nah, I don't want that. And that middle child, and that youngest one, nope. My oldest son probably would, but at this point, I don't want to fall out with none of my children about no money. So I'm not even gonna put my money in your hands, honey.
now Raja, on the other hand, for the most part, she never confronted Raja. She allowed him to do whatever. He buy stuff. He buy whatever he want.
Because that's the one with cancer, right? Raja is the one that had cancer. So she probably felt a certain way because he had cancer and he almost passed away, right? Is that what that's kind of how I feel, okay? Uh, let's go. Rest in peace to the cursing pastor, by the way, y'all. Did y'all hear about the cussing pastor been passed away? Let's continue. Yeah, we already talked about Roberta Flack earlier, right, y'all? Now we're talking about the custom pastor.
And it's just when it got outrageous sometimes, I remember being times, we were on our way to the airport and all these different vehicles. He had gotten a Mercedes Benz from CarMax, and she noticed he had withdrawn $1,500 after she left for work. I was driving her to the airport because she had a show. And she said, "What are you doing? Did you just took out $1,500 and you didn't call me and ask me for what?" "Oh, mom, I gotta fix this oil pan. I gotta fix something on the truck." Didn't even say anything to her. He was that bold because he had been spending her money. Now, meanwhile, I didn't let Raja know, but Bean knew, my oldest son, Mimi knew, but I kept at least $15,000 cash in my car.
Okay, sir, if you kept 1,500 in cash, was you paying any bills though, sir? You don't sound like you was paying bills. Now, see, this is where I'm kind of side eyeing like her and you. Like, so you weren't paying no bills, so Keke was paying all the bills and feeding your fat ass. I'm sorry. Let's go.
I had a safe in my car. I
Fuck, you have a safe in your car. What the hell? Ain't we married? Why the fuck you got your why the fuck you got a safe in your car? I mean, I don't think it's nothing wrong with a man having his own money, you having your own money, and then y'all having like a little account together. I don't think it's anything wrong with that. But I don't like the sneakiness of it all, right? So if my husband gets this kind of money, it's our money. You understand what I'm saying? I don't mind, like, uh, you know, my husband obviously is the breadwinner. I'm not, you know, um, I'm not. But it's just I don't know. You just seem a little sneaky there, sir. I'm sorry. So why did why didn't she at least know about the safe? I'm not saying she have to know what's in it safe, but why? Mm, I don't know, y'all. What y'all think about this? Let me see. Let me see what y'all said. Let me see what y'all comments said. Okay, hold on. Okay, so y'all have voted. It's five. Yeah, only five of y'all voted. The nerve. Okay, so it says, do you think somebody's 40% says yes? Do you think that Kiki say him? People say he say him see him as a prophet, coming to her. 60% says no, and 40% says yes. Okay, that's interesting. Y'all really should vote. Don't y'all think I should vote? Hopefully, there is a reason why the whole has put these kids in the story and just not telling unnecessary stories about them. I agree with that. He was her manager, so he was working for he like Mary J. Okay, gotcha. Okay, got it. It's like Ken do.
also had two different accounts. And Miss Wyatt, when I came into the marriage, uh, she told me, she said that she would like to be private, with her money and everything. I said, "I'm not here for that." No, when I would take her to the bank, she walked up by herself. That's none of my business. I'm not there.
Okay, got you. But okay, I respect that. Okay. However, sir, did you pay some bills? Though? That's what I want to know. Cause this kind of when it gets thick into the thick of things. Once y'all heard this other stuff, the children was, according to him, sounded a little elusive toward him. But let's continue this. It gets worse. Just keep listening. Let me speed it up a little bit. Do y'all mind if I speed it up a little bit? I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit. Okay.
There for that. Again, excuse me if I'm looking off. The camera is over here, but this is better with me talking, just doing it this way, so y'all don't pay no attention to that. I'm explaining that I'm nipping this in the bud because it's actually foolishness, but I have to nip this in the bud as before I go into full time ministry. And so,
As I told y'all, he said before I go to full time ministry. I told you this was about. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Let me be fair. Let me be fair about this. Okay, so when I got my minister, well, I got different type of stuff. Like my minister certification, when I got my minister, when I got my reverend, um, when I became an ordained minister, whatever. I know y'all gonna laugh. Y'all like, Doctor, hey, you cuss. You be going in. Yeah, but again, I'm a different, I'm just different. I'm not a Christian. Okay. So, but what I'm saying is, yeah, so I felt the need to say, well, this is what it is, and kind of throw out like all of my faults, right? All the things that I've done in my past, like the things that I've done that might not be savory, so nobody can use things against me. So that's so right. So I understand. I kind of understand where he's going with this portion of it. I understand that. However, it gets a little bit thick of this. It's just some things I don't think that should be mentioned. But let's keep listening. Let's keep listening. Let's see.
This is the day that I had to leave
Okay.
that house forever.
Okay.
And God set it up. He
Okay.
used the older kids, Bean and Raja,
Okay.
primarily Bean at the time. And so, well, and Raja. And so she brought Bean into questioning for taking her money
Okay.
that day that I had to leave and stealing her money. He began to lie. He lied even on my older sister, saying that he had to get edibles and he had to send all this stuff to Arizona. And he had to he had to send all these things and whatnot, lying on her that this is where the money was going to.
Okay. Wait a minute. See, I did not. I'm glad I'm watching this. I watched this through friend, and I'm kind of like, well, did he have to send? So why did he put your sister in it? Your sister all the way in Arizona. Wouldn't she have access to the edibles in Arizona? All she gotta do is go to. There's so many different plants that she can go to. She can go to Vegas and get the edibles. She can go. I think there's some places in. I can't if I remember Arizona. And there's some places in Arizona you can actually go get the edibles or whatever. So you sure, sir? I'm gonna ask you kindly. Are you sure you didn't? Are you sure you didn't have this little boy sending stuff out to your sister? Now I'm really starting to think about this. Now I think it's some truth in this story, and I think you're a bold-faced lie on some things. Now I think her children was something else. I ain't gonna lie. I know her children was something else. But one thing I think also, sir, I think why would he be sending stuff to your sister? Or why would he say that he was sending something to your sister? Yeah, people can lie, obviously. But why your sister in particular? Well, let's continue.
And it was him and Takaya ordering stuff off the internet,
Okay.
clothes, you name it,
Okay.
going out to eat,
Okay.
spending it,
Got it.
different spots, fun spots that they're going to,
Hmm.
and without saying anything to her.
Okay.
And so, oh, I'm sorry, mom. She said, well, then why were you, if you spend it $300 a day, you and Takaya, why are you taking out $100 a day? Oh, well, I was just taking it out because I didn't want you to be mad. I didn't want to take out too much. It was just a bunch of mess. And so, Raja ended up coming in the room. And so he's coming in the room to so-called take up for his older brother, and because Raja was his mother, she looked at him like that was her god, and that's why she allowed him. All the children knew to do whatever he wanted to do. He didn't have to. Raja, the older children, they didn't have to respect nobody but Keke, their mother.
I can believe this because and it could be a situation where, and that this is not necessarily right, but because they have seen enough men go through here. For example, your ass, the Michael Jamal, or whatever the fuck his name is. I forgot what his name is. The second husband, Michael. Okay, so when Michael was her manager, he just up and left her. And guess who was there to pick up the pieces? Those children. Let's just keep it real because she trauma bonded and dumped all over them, right? So we know that they became the men of that household, okay? Yeah, again, here comes their daddy and thinking he gonna run stuff and end up leaving her. You end up leaving her anyway, right? I'm just being honest, and I'm not saying her children right or wrong, but I'm just saying that there's some pain there, sir. And you want to come in there and minister. How you gonna minister with difficult children and you can handle Kiki's children? I'm just saying, just throwing it out there, sir. Just throwing it out there. Not that you had to accept it. You didn't have to accept none of that. But at the same time, just think about if you can't minister to Because it's gonna be children that's gonna be tougher than that. That's gonna be in your ministry. Now, how you gonna tackle those issues? I'm just throwing it out there, sir. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sound like Peach a little girl. But I'm just saying, again, nobody, if he don't want to deal with it, he don't have to. But I don't know. It's something that just ain't right about the story. This is what he just said. If you listen to what he's saying. So what does his sister have to do with this? Why would he say your sister? Girl, he could have said anybody other than your sister.
Or she'll jump on them. She'll put her hands on them, slap them, beat them down, whatever. But anybody else saying anything to her kids, the thought was, she'll kill them. She'll take them out. I'll kill you for messing with my children. For if you say one word.
Well, I mean, those are her children. So, of course, you're going to love your children. You're going to love on your children. You don't want it to happen. Your children have been, see, we don't know what her children been through, though, sir. And I'm sure she's told you, Zachariah. I'm sure she told you what her children have been through. That man, that other man, I mean, she did say the other guy, uh, you know, was abusive toward her, so he might have been abusive toward the children. I mean, we don't know this. You know what I'm saying? I recall she said something to that effect. I remember. So it's her children, her and her children obviously have been through a lot of stuff due to her ass and due to whoever they was around. That's what it seemed like to me. Okay. But anyway, and now you be leaving again. Okay.
Word to my kids. Her children were her God, but Raja was her God.
Which I'm not saying you right. I'm not saying you wrong or right for not leaving, because if it's a toxic situation, if it's gonna be your life or somebody else's, guess that you should have left because somebody might have gotten hurt. So I'm not mad at that. But what I'm saying is that you still have to understand that children have been through a lot and they have not had stable they haven't had stable men to really stay in their lives. And I'm not saying that you had to stay in their life and be unhappy. And if for God's sakes, at least went and got yours. I don't understand why none of y'all men in this circle of Kiki's baby fathers, in this club of Kiki baby fathers, why none of y'all went and got custody of y'all children if it's all this bad, is what I'm saying. I mean, I know she's a celebrity, but you can still get the children. She's not making, I don't want to count her pockets, but just like she got a lawyer, you can go get one too.
And so she allowed him to just do what, and so she created a monster.
Okay, I believe that though.
Plenty of times, there's this particular story. My oldest son was with Mimi, and they were in the Suburban, and he always was involved with road rage.
Oh,
He hated most human beings, people. He didn't like people. And the only people he liked was someone that would kiss his behind.
okay, so he sound like he got some issues, right? That's what you're trying to say. You're trying to say basically her son got issues. Okay. I don't know. I ain't really look. I mean, I looked at her reality show, but I wasn't really keen in on the kid. You know how we do Jasmine? I want to know, like, yeah, that little boy got issues. It was. I didn't really, look at it like that to really peep it.
And I was always kissing behind. I kissed all my children behind. It wasn't fake. It was love. But you get sick and tired. I love my children. I look past them being spoiled.
You don't have to kiss they behind to love on them, right? Sometimes we just love our children because we love our children. Those are our children, and regardless of whether they're our blood children or not, they're still our children, and we're going to have unconditional love for them. And it's not a factor of kissing their butt. It's about, we may see something greater to them, or they may have been through enough, and we understand because we know what they've been through, and so we probably won't be as hard on this particular group of children because of what they've gone through, right? Or maybe something that we've gone through, and we don't want to be taking whatever out on them. And so sometimes it could go one of two ways. It could go either if we done been through some stuff with past trauma, or our children been through trauma, or both of us have been through trauma. Either we're going to be really mean to them because we've been through stuff and we don't want them to go through what we have to go through or whatever, or we're going to be really, really basically let them run wild type of thing. Or the third thing, we're gonna keep them so close it's gonna make them want to run away or get away from us. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be either those three. You know what I'm saying? Overprotective, I mean, like sweating them like helicopter parents, So yeah. So I think sometimes people don't have empathy for you. I think sometimes people can, but at the same time, sometimes it can be hard though. Think about it, coming in somebody's house and they children, they already got grown children, and they grown children already got like staples in the household. They like they done moved out, and they might be overprotective over their mother and their siblings, or they might just be pure jerks, or both, right? So it's definitely being difficult to being a man and coming into another man's, used to be a man's household, or the boys had to pick up all the pieces after these people keep leaving, coming in and out like a revolving door.
and them having these monstrous characteristics, but she caused it by the way she raised them. She raised them to not have to respect anybody and but her and everything like that. One particular occasion, my kids came home and told my older son, Mimi, they were probably afraid. Raja, there was a lady he was following. She didn't get out of the way quick enough. He was trying to bully her he had a big old Suburban that belonged, my wife, her Suburban. And he followed the woman home and did donuts in her yard.
And I would have whooped. I would have. I don't know. I can't say that I wouldn't have. Kiki, if this is true, what this young man is saying, this man is saying about your son, you better get him together, girl, before somebody else get him together. Number one, and girl, he could have somebody could have came out there and did something to this little boy, or they could have. You in Atlanta too? Somebody could have called the police, and police in Atlanta be whooping people's A too. Okay,
In her flower bed and tore up her whole yard. And the children were worried, Mimi and Bean, anyone could have came out with a firearm
right,
and laid them down,
true.
out of the house. It could have been deadly. And stuff like this happened, calling women in Kroger's in different places, the B word, the BITCH word, 40-year-old black women, 50-year-old black women.
He sound out of control though. I wouldn't be dealing with that shit. Trauma dumping on the kids. Exactly. I wouldn't been dealing with that shit. You can tell from the show that it was bad. Girl, sir, this isn't a good idea. What is the boy gonna think about this video? No, it's not a good idea. Girl, no, it's not a fucking good idea. Like, who the fuck does this shit about these children? That's why I would refrain from talking about men. I I would refrain from talking about people's children. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Say for example, the children came out and was talking about him and saying that they did this to him, then I would blast the children. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if okay, for example, let's say Chris was minding his own business, and a no, not I ain't gonna say Chris. I don't know. Let's just say that when Olivia's children got older. No, 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 no. Let's say that, I don't know. Let's just say you were with a guy and y'all weren't together no more because their children were horrible to you, okay? And let's say that the children did like a video on you, and you not with the daddy no more, and they was clowning you, and you didn't do none of the stuff they said they did, and the stuff that they said that they did say you did, you did do, but it wasn't, they exaggerated or whatever, but they was clowning you big time. It was bad, right? And you have a job, a reputation, all that stuff, then I'm blasting these kids. I ain't gonna lie. But I don't see where the kids blasted him though. That's what I'm trying to see. Okay.
And she could have had a son in the parking lot. She could have had a son in the store or anything, and it would have been over. Uh, you're getting chased home on the freeway because he done pissed somebody off or did some type of road rage foolishness, and calling his mother, saying he had to call the police. He's afraid somebody's trying to follow him home, that they're going to try to kill him. Because he has done something foolish. He done flicked somebody off. He done did this and that. He's going over 100 miles an hour trying to get away from them now. So he would do stuff, but then be a coward and not be able to back it up and want somebody, put his mother and me or anybody else in jeopardy to have to defend him. And so this young man, when I turn 21, I'm going to get a gun. And we weren't mad at each other or anything at the time, but I remember it was just a little discussion. He said, yeah, Zach, you too big. I would have to shoot you. I grew up around Detroit, Michigan. I live in the suburbs, but every time I went out, somebody was getting killed. Individuals, 2 or 3 people getting shot to death. I've had people shot and killed standing 20 feet away from me. The
Yeah, this is unfortunately this is Midwest living. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Places like Detroit, places like Chicago, places like St. Louis, places like Louisville, Kentucky. This is just everyday. Indianapolis is just unfortunately like everyday living almost. I mean, don't we normally have to get some type of counseling living in these areas? Yes, I get it. Yes, sir.
bullets rang out. 15 shots from a 40 caliber handgun.
Hmm.
I've been at the cabaret years ago where I was with friends and with the wrong crowd, and a birthday party at a cabaret in Detroit, Michigan, and the bouncers put drug dealers out and they roughed them up, throwing them out. They went back to their cars, got sawed-off shotguns and AR-15s, and came back, shooting everybody, shooting the bouncers. And because I am a big guy, I look like a bouncer. I had to go run and dive into the coat closet and tell the doorman, lock it up before we get killed. Because they would have killed me thinking that I was a bouncer. They were shooting all the security because of how big I was. So I'm giving all this information to tell you how serious this stuff was. So I'm a gentle giant, but I'm not no pusher. I'm like a real life Rambo. When you go to these car shows
This ninja told he a real life Rambo. Oh my god, you sure don't sound like one. But let's go.
and stuff, you need about 200 rounds of ammunition and the Tommy gun or Uzi. And so I'm not going to get into what I carried or what I had or any of that, but I'm not the one. I am a man of God. But you remember the movie Rambo, he told everybody, he said he was a nice guy. He said, I didn't do anything. And at the end of the day, everybody got laid down. So I have to run away from stuff and separate myself. I got time. We don't
Did you just get out of jail or something? You sound like some shit. You quoting the damn Rambo movie. What the fuck? What the fuck is it? Damn Rambo. This nigga talking about Rambo. Oh my god. Come on, boy.
don't tolerate bullies. We don't tolerate the games, and we separate ourselves from the foolishness because
Oh,
that's Satan's agenda to try to get you behind bars or to get you in your grave.
I got it.
And so, too many people have died. Too many people I've known, and yeah, I've been in circumstances, and the biggest and the baddest, and even
Sir, we all have, especially standing in the Midwest. Yes, sir. Okay, get it. Okay, move on.
some months ago. I told friends of mine, I said, listen, God said, I'm not to be in any circumstances, environments where I have to fight or where I have to deal with a situation or violence or anything like that. God has me for full-time ministry, and you guys can't put me into anything I don't need to be. Well, my sister got punched in the mouth. She's not my biological sister. She's like a sister to me through my little brother Pierre, my former pastor's son. And so his wife ended up, my sister, his wife, she ended up getting punched in front of me by a member of the family, an uncle, who was supposed to be the baddest man in town, known for beating people up. And guess what? He got laid down. I had to restrain him, and he got laid down. And God don't want me in those type of situations. And I bless his name. I have to say all of this. I have to say all this. I have to get all this out because we're just keeping it real, okay? So just because a person is nice and just because they're easygoing does not mean that they are pushovers. And that is who I am. I am not a pushover. And so I fear the Lord. I love the Lord. And I repent when I'm wrong or if I do wrong. And so anyway, I told that story to say that I have wisdom, even while I wait for wisdom, I have enough discernment to understand that you have to be careful. So anyway, going back into this, she dealt with the her older son, and he's apologized, mom, and and she accepted and everything, and not even a slap on the wrist or whatever. I kept my mouth closed because I didn't have a voice. Well, anyway, they left the room, and they went out there. Raja sat around the corner, but before he had left out the room, he called my sister fake Maria, talking about I tried to talk to her. He tried to talk to his auntie, my older sister, and she was being fake. And so he lied on my sister. And then he said, I don't like being around any fake people. And so, which was referring to me that he didn't like being around. I'm in the room and I'm fake. and everything. And so he left the room. Bean and his older brother did too. Well, he went out there and sat down. Bean he went out over, like going over towards his place or his room or whatever. And Raja sat in the chair. Well, I came over there and started talking to Raja, and he was afraid because he had just called me fake. And he started bringing up, well, you restrained mom. I don't know if you'll restrain us, or you gonna restrain me, because he was talking crazy. And I'm in his, I'm in his face. I'm talking to him. I'm just like, Raja was, just keep it. Never threatened. Never talking about he had a dream that I restrained him and all this stuff. These kids, he would call me broke ass. I'm tired of.
I would have been gone. I would your children calling you fake ass, broke ass. What the fuck? Damn, these children's out of order. I'm trying to tell you. God damn. Was you broke ass though? Was they right though?
These broke you know the word NIGG, and to referring to his biological father and me, when, like I said, I had two accounts, and I kept like $15,000 in the trunk of my car. Whenever they needed something, put $500 in his hand. No, thank you. Not even a thank you. Talking about he lost money of work. He never worked. He didn't have a job or anything, and he some little job he's supposed to have started. He lost $500 to me. I put it in his hand, but not even a thank you. Being his older brother, most of the time I'd have to give Raj money because he had the card. He would tell me, "Oh, I don't need that, Zach. I have the card. His mother's card, debit card." And so it was monsters, the older children in the house. Bean, Mimi, anytime they needed money, they knew they'd come to their daddy. I was daddy until I stood up for myself, because I was always kissing they behind, and they wasn't used to me saying anything. I couldn't tell them to wash the dishes. I couldn't tell them to take out the trash. Don't tell me nothing. They didn't even like their own mother telling them anything. But she's in their house, and it's gonna be a beat down. She gonna jump on you. This woman, Keke, she pulled a gun on her own son, because him and his younger sister were fighting.
Oh shit.
Mimi, at 13 years old or something, Bean, the older son, went and got food. He came home. They had some words. I guess Mimi was like, "Why didn't you get me something?" Or something. And she got, let me see, Bean got in her face or something like that, like, "Shut up, leave me alone," or whatever. And he got in her face, she said, and she told him to back up, and she hauled off and punched him 5 or 6 times, knocked his glasses off and everything. And Takai, his girlfriend, was there, and she's yelling. And we run down the steps. We right up in the bedroom, and here Bean done fell on her like a dork. And I love my oldest son. Stepfather, it don't matter. These I was married to family. It don't matter. The kid, they just spoiled. And so he falls on her like a dork. He's not used to fighting or anything like that. I'd have been my brother was a world class wrestler. Okay, he was an Olympic wrestler. My nephew.
This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. I'm sorry, but this is a whole circus, man. I'd have been out of there. Fuck that. I'd have been out of there. I don't even understand why he got involved with her. I would have been out of there. You hear me, y'all? I'd have been out of there. You couldn't have told me nothing. I'd have been like deuces. Children, the 13-year-old and the oldest was fighting. She done beat him up. The 13. So oh my god. Whew, child. Can you imagine? First of all, why the fuck is your grown ass children still there? I guess to take care of the little children while she go and sing. Kiki, you don't need no more motherfucking kids now. This don't make no goddamn sense. Seriously, this don't make no motherfucking sense. You like old mother Hubbard in the shoe. Don't have so many damn children, don't know what the fuck to do. Girl, they are actually a mean of being oozed by women. Exactly. Kiki had a pattern. I love her dysfunctional, but there is some issues with her. It sounds like it. Shit.
Wrestle for Arizona State. We some bad boys. We
You get the fuck on. You ain't do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. Kiki would have laid your ass down on that floor. She stabbed the first husband. You do damn well not to fuck with her. Like, we ain't gonna play this game. We are not gonna play this game. Okay? We're not gonna play this game with you, sir. We know that she would have laid your ass down. And you and I both know you would got laid the fuck down. Fucking around with her. And you know that, sir. Don't get up here. Don't get too high and mighty for your britches. That you at the house and you can talk your ish.
we not the we not the one. Somebody's gonna want to put them bullets in us, and it would be wise to do so versus fighting us. No, we were just keeping it real over here.
No,
Okay, but
don't say something you don't want to happen, you sir. Okay, I mean seriously, I wouldn't even perpetuate their energies, right, sir? Okay, let's go.
and so he falls on her, and so his mother, Keke, she runs and dives and puts her hand into the diaper bag and pulls out her 9mm handgun,
Oh shit.
and she had the bullets
Okay.
right there. She snapped it. She she put the clip in, cocked it back, and had a finger on the trigger, and was holding it 3 feet away from his chest,
Oh shit.
ready to blow him away. She empty it all in him. She said, "So you fighting my older daughter? You down here fighting my old? I'm sorry, you fighting my your little sister? I'm sorry, I said that wrong. She was 13. Bean was like 21, something like that. You down here fighting your little sister, jumping on your little sister, whatever." And he's telling her, "Shoot me, shoot me. I don't want to live anyway. Kill me. I don't want to live."
Oh my god. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on in this house? What is going in between this house? Baby, let me explain before you point to hear my case. Girl, I'm about to have a fit. Oh, it's about to be some shit. Girl, how did I get into this conversation? I should have never listened to this shit. Low down, dirty, warm. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, go. Let's go. Goddamn. This shit is crazy. Ooh, okay, y'all. Ooh.
Anyway, I had to come on back on here and give the whole scoop.
Oh no.
Okay. I
Indeed.
had to come back on here and just tell it like it is
Well, you should
and get all
do
this
that.
information out. This is my story. Okay.
Let's
This is what went down.
Yeah, but you should have just did that from the get go. No, I mean instead of talking all this prophetizing and God sent you and did a favor for you and God woke you up and Keke could see it and everybody else in their damn life in your damn life could see that who you was, but you apparently you don't believe it because if you believed it, your ass wouldn't even have gotten with her. That she wouldn't have been the person to get with. Hold on, y'all. We got a commercial break.
White privilege. Let's expose all the Karens and defund the police. White privilege. Bitch, Black Lives Matter. No justice, no peace.
And full white hoes will never be full white housewives. Let's not forget about our black, queer, and trans lives. White privilege, white privilege.
For the world is full of pasty Elmer's glue.
Who don't believe in following the rules
And get away with crimes every day. Girl, us blacks are all just tired as hell. Arrest bad cops and send them to jail. White privilege, that shit's happening every day.
Okay, let's continue. Oh, yeah, I like my commercial.
Down in Miss Keke Wyatt's house. Okay. And so it wasn't our house, it was her house. And so she was always calling me broke and all of this stuff. But her money was her money.
Okay.
And I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't know however much money she had. That was never none of my business.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't know that I had money coming in. That was none of her business. Remember, her money was none of my business. My money was none of her business that we're doing it that way.
Well,
I'm not there for that. I'm
you're married. Damn, y'all sound like a married couple. You sound like a maid. You sound like Bobby the maid, or Bobby the dingaling. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck was y'all not? Was y'all married or not? Okay, was y'all married or not?
there, and so I could drop down $700 weekly. Oh, keep that. Don't say that for dinner tonight. Tip the waitress because she'll tip the waiter for you $500, $600, $350, $400. I'm not rich, okay, but I did have money coming in, and I didn't have to work. I had money coming in monthly, weekly. She didn't know about it, but I didn't know about her.
So was you getting an SSI check or something? Did you win the lottery?
It's there for love and family, right? And so I'm with you. I'm like, ooh, you know. And so anytime the children needed money or something, they knew they could come to me. And where did I go? To the car. The only person I kept that from was Raja because he loved money, you know. And so, but I had a safe anyway in the whip. He couldn't have got in there, but whatever. Okay. And so,
So he probably knew about it, but didn't go in there, sir. I mean, if you told one child, they all know. Trust me.
well, he had my keys. He could have, if he found it, or he knew he could have, taken the safe and just try to saw it open. I don't know, whatever. So, but Mimi and them knew. They knew
Sir, I'm sure if he wanted to get in there, he would have got in there. Okay.
every time I go to the car, I get the cash, let alone bank account. With all that being said, she pulled a gun on this boy, her son, and he's like, she jumped on me, started hitting me, and all this stuff like that. And I'm crying because she ready to kill this boy, shoot him down. So anyway, she ends up putting him out the house. I ended up talking to her. I ended up going to get my son. He don't walk blocks and blocks away. I end up having to go find my son. He don't walked away from the house. And I'm crying and crying. And I bring him back to that house. And I said, baby, please, you know, just I'll take care of it, but don't do him like this. Yeah, my oldest son, because I loved all the children. Okay. That's the type of stuff that went on. So anyway, fast forward a few years later, he's going to the hotel gyms. I repetitiously lift 405, 5 and 6 times for reps. I can do 4 or 5 sets of those, and 315, 15 times, and a max bench press of 500 pounds. But he's got the hotel weights, 25, 35 pounds, hotel weights, and he's a bad man now. In other words, young men filling their oats or what are filling themselves. And so anyway, fast forward back to the situation at hand. Her having to get on him for taking her money. I'm talking to Raja. Bean comes and starts bumping into me. And the reason why he was bumping into me is he's still upset because a month prior, I had to leave.
What the fuck the kids bumping into you for now? Man, you should have. I would have. Man, I wouldn't have been there. If it's all like that, I mean, ain't nobody get ready to deal with all that shit. No, seriously. Okay, y'all, let me go ahead and get up off of here. I've been on here long enough. I do love and appreciate y'all. We can continue this Keke Wyatt saga. I'm getting ready to go watch me a movie and go to sleep after that because my bones, it really hurts. Okay. But anyway, I do appreciate y'all. We will get into some other things. I will probably take this once people watch this a little bit taste. I will probably take this saga to my members only. But I just kind of wanted to switch it up tonight. I just get tired of talking about the same old stuff. Like y'all said, y'all wanted to watch something different, so I threw something else in here. Okay, y'all. But anyway, I do appreciate y'all. I hope y'all like my little commercial. It was that was a that's a dedication to Olivia. Okay. Um, Nobody else, just Olivia. Okay. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna go upstairs, take these clothes off, jump in my shower, do me, and go watch the movie. I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much I appreciate your membership and all of the things you do for supporting this channel.